Oh, he's
Yeah.
actually here. Hey, JJ!
What's up, guys?
There you
What's
go.
up,
We're talking
JJ?
about you, obviously. All right. Oh shit, we're starting.
Yeah.
You put
Yeah,
us
start.
all live, threw us all off.
Go ahead. Don't mind me. Go ahead.
We're live. Seriously.
Okay, well, hello and welcome to Tales from the Dark Side, your Star Wars news and weekly comic recap, presented by Renovision, the place where content creators go to get their content. There are 3 comics to review this week: Star Wars 29, Bounty Hunters 28, and Mandalorian number 5. Why? We examine Andor Episode 9. Also, with the recent release of the Disney Plus Tales of the Jedi series, our panel discusses whether Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are still what's best for the future of Star Wars, or will they be the masters of its destruction? And of course, we've got your weekly Star Wars news, collectible releases, and a summary of The High Republic, Quest for the Hidden City, a mid-grade novel by George Mann. And finally, a comic book draft that can only be explained by its creator. I'm not even going to try. Let's get it going, fellas. Rough.
Oh shoot!
We're all over the place
what's
already.
going on? We're all over the place tonight. Sorry about that. Part of the reason why is because JJ is back with us, and we were just going like, man, we wish JJ was here, and then he showed up.
I'm back.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I'm glad you're back, JJ, but it's not your fault we're off the rails. Marco asked for something last second.
I didn't.
That's what it was.
No, I had to
Never
download
happens.
all Wayseeker stuff at the last second. So
Marco
Tommy Longbox, hey, stop it! Cut the first 3 seconds out. Tommy Longbox, thank you for your sub. Star Wars Sunday, let's go. Ed LeBeau saying hi for the algorithm. What's up, everyone? Thank you. What's up, Astro Wizard? Hello, Renovision. Star Wars Sunday is upon us. It is. Jedi Johnson, thank you for your sub too. It says, don't read this, Marco. Just saying, how's it to the viewing crew? Okay, sounds good. Renovision. Heck yeah. I did. Astro asked a question somewhere if I liked the IG thing. I did. I thought it was pretty funny. Eric, good to see you. Dusty Baker, how was it hanging out with your old buddy Jedi there? Joe, thank you for the sub. Hey y'all. He's got a what's the name of this guy that blows up?
Porkins
It is. All right. Sith, thank you for the sub. Rock on, nerds. Rock on. Ronnie, good to see you, Ronnie. Hi, y'all. Hi. Nice picture. Where are you at? Oh, that's cool. Reef C Forever, what's up? Comic Addicts, what is up? And he's got a reef. So there we go.
Awesome.
Sticks. I was with Sticks on SNS last night. Vision fans just want to have fun, and we get it. Thank you. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Evening all. Thank you for the sub. All right. Hello, Reef John. What's up? I got here at the beginning of the show. Is there an over-under on how long the show goes? No. Actually, Wayseeker just told us
4 hours is the over-under.
No,
Yeah.
can't
4
go
hours.
4 hours.
TMT cool
You did
guy.
4 hours on
Hallelujah.
Wednesday.
Wait a minute, time out. When I need to go do something, Pete runs these shows long, but when I don't, all of a sudden,
No, we can go
Mystic,
long on Wednesday.
hey, stop,
I work
stop,
from
stop.
home on Thursday. I got to drive to the office tomorrow, so I got to wake up.
Okay, look at this one. All right, Jedi, if you could, please go around the horn, inform everybody who is here and why we're already off the rails.
Already.
I don't have an answer to the second one, but as for who's here, he hates odds, big words, Skywalkers, and now he's not a fan of bingo anymore either. It's Macho Man Marco. He gets picked last for Jawa basketball, but first for YouTube content, it's the visionary Pete Renovision.
Nice.
If he buys groceries like he buys collectibles, he'll be eating nothing but boba fettuccine. It's boba.
Wow. That was awesome. That was good.
And he's the nicest of the Dark Side crew until you F with his canon novels. You've been warned, Dave. He's a novel defender and bad spec ender. Wayseeker Rune is here. And when Wikipedia needs answers fast, it calls on this guy. His head is so full of Star Wars that when he sneezes, timelines break and plot holes appear. It's the man behind the curtain, JJ Maxwell.
Ah, he saved it.
And he took the Emperor's Lambda class shuttle joyriding and racked up several light speeding tickets. The Emperor was very upset, gave him a Sith name no one could pronounce. Darth ran off with the Emperor's shuttle. That's what he did. It's the sequel sympathizing Sith from South Texas, Darth. We call him Reuben.
Yeah, Reuben.
And his Ancestry.com results showed no trace of metachlorians, but did show 19% WD-40. Explains his golden rod. It's me, Johnson 22.
Nice.
Go.
All right.
I can use some fettuccine right now, man.
It's Disney. It's Disney appropriate.
Hey, Ryan, what's going on? Did we miss anybody? Oh, BK. I'm here for Pete's uncensored story of Marcos debauchery. We probably won't talk about that because we already got an action-packed show. Actually, we're going to get into it right away. Let's hit news very quickly. And try to go through that. By the way, if you're in the chat, do know. Oh, no, you're not because JJ's here. He's going to do his own draft. So you're not going to help us anymore. Okay, perfect. This week in Star Wars news. You ready, Wayseeker? Presented by Wayseeker. All right. Mando season 3 release. Go ahead. You read it.
Yeah, we know this one I touched on Wednesday. I just want to put it in there because people might not have caught it. We got the release date rumored for the 22nd with the official trailer coming on Christmas Day. So
that's nice. I like that.
It'd be nice.
A Christmas gift.
All right. So this one was blown up by Disney Italy. It got put out on Twitter and then got taken down real quick.
This is what you guys were talking about. Yeah, I saw this.
So this says that on next Saturday, November 12th, we're going to get a short original, whatever Star Wars Zen is. We have no idea. I mean, I thought maybe other people would know it. Grogu and Dust Bunnies. I don't know if this is going to be more like the Olaf shorts that are on Disney or more like the Groot shorts. I don't know. But I think we're going to get something for the 3-year anniversary. Who's looking forward to Grogu and the Dust Bunnies?
This one's going to join Visions in my cellar, I think. This one's
I'll watch it.
I like to see
Grogu
get shot up.
I'll watch it, but I know it's going to be stupid.
But if it's like the Groot things were nice, little one. Like they weren't all great.
No, they're not. No. They oversaturate that. They're great for little kids, which is awesome. Yeah, I have little kids, but like, after like the 5th one, I'm just like, okay.
Well, this sounds like it's just one. I don't
just
think
one, though. Yeah, one's more tolerable than 5. You can do
so good as long as they don't have oversaturate it. But
now let me ask you something. It's going to be animated. It's going to be animated, like animated, or the 3D type of like.
Well, Grogu's not real.
Jedi type of thing, or live action.
I hope it's animated. Personally.
Live action Dust Bunnies, huh?
Live action Dust Bunnies. Hey, you never know.
You think he's just going to eat Dust Bunnies? It's just going to be Grogu eating Dust Bunnies and that's the whole sport?
Just chasing them.
He's just stuck under a bed the whole fucking time.
He's going to be cleaning Mando's ship, and these little Dust Bunnies, little tumbleweeds are going to come out.
He's going to try to catch him, and he's going to be running through the ship, chasing him, trying to grab him.
I would imagine that it is all animation.
I think you're all pitching better
to be
ideas
had.
than what it probably is.
Yeah.
It's going to be clay animation, and y'all going to be wrong.
That would be hilarious. Yeah, I mean, like that's not bad though, man. Of course, if it's one thing,
Grogu forms a band. That's what we're looking at. Grogu
and Gromit.
Grogu and Dust Bunnies. Yeah, it's a band. He's the lead singer. There you go.
That's it.
I wonder if that's just incorrectly translated. You know what I mean? Like,
there's that.
You know, like it's not really what we think of Dust Bunnies. It's something else that we don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see. All right.
This week, report
can't be true. It's already shot and in the can. We know everything that's going to happen here.
Yeah, right. No, it began filming this week, according to report. So it just started. So
with X-23.
X-23.
Yeah.
What?
The girl who played X-23 got added onto the
That's the next slide.
Way to ruin news, guys.
Hey.
Keep it up.
Now you know what it feels like.
I was just following them.
Dom,
Ruben, I don't blame you. I blame Dom.
Why do you blame me?
But Dom clearly didn't read the news, so that's all right.
I didn't read.
Here's the link.
We got news that Acolyte has added the Logan star. I don't know if I'd call it a star, but hey, Daphne Keane to the cast. So.
What? She was. She's the best part of that movie. Are you out of your shit?
Yeah, she did a great job in that movie as an actress.
She's a good part of that movie, in my opinion. But hey,
Well, everybody's got an asshole.
And ours is Marco.
There you go.
All right,
All right.
here's one. Here's one that I know everybody's excited about. Andor breakout star,
Tough Jerome.
who's playing Bix. She's gonna have her what's saying their own spinoff or something like that. She's gonna have a big role in future projects. So we're gonna see supposedly more of Bix in some future Star Wars
She's
project.
not dying.
Yeah, so that ruins it. That ruins the
Yeah,
suspense of what
we're almost
happens.
gonna
if
die.
they're-
She's already said that she's in season 2 in an earlier interview, so we know she's not
Could
dying.
have been flashbacks. Could have been flashbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could have been a
Are,
prequel.
are you excited for more Bix and other projects? Is this the character you want?
I want to see Bix do more booty calls. That's what I want.
Booty call Bix. That's what.
Yeah,
That's a
booty
tough
call
one.
Bix.
Oh my God! Hey Wookie, what's going on? What are we doing here? Move on, move along. This is just.
I was
This
going
is
to
a
ask which one's
rumor.
Bix, but Dom answered that.
I love how everybody. Dude. If they could just get everybody who actually wants to do a Star Wars thing and comes out as that, I mean, they'd have fucking 1,000 shows at this point.
You know.
Yeah.
All right, we got news this week that Andor season 2 is going to take us to Yavin. Today,
Oh yeah.
we'll get to see some more pre-movie Yavin.
Cool.
Yep.
But he also said that that Andor season 2 is going to be closer to Rogue One.
Everyone.
So a lot
Well,
of
we
the Rogue
know-
One.
Yeah, we know how it's going to work, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they've already talked about this.
Yeah.
So there's 12 episodes. Each arc is 3 episodes, and it's going to take place a different year. So the first 3 episodes are 4, then the next 3 are 3, then the next 3 are 2, then the next 3 get you right up to it or whatever. So like there's like a time jump between every arc.
Wow.
Right.
Except for this week.
Well, that's for season 2.
Yeah.
That's yeah. For season 2, they're getting closer. Because isn't there a time jump difference between season 1 and season 2? Also, I can't remember. I don't really
Yeah,
care.
there's like
It's
a
a good
year
show.
between
I love the show. I don't care. It's good.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right, here's one that we also really, really want, right? Andy
I do.
Serkis wants to come back and have
No.
Snoke's story fleshed out further. So he's
Nope.
hoping to be
Nope.
able to come back and do some more Snoke.
Yep. I bet you everybody wants to come back because those checks are sweet, but no.
He was really pushing Star Wars this week because not only does he want
Did
to
they
come
just
back,
they gave him 2 paychecks. He just got 2 paychecks.
not only
stop
does he
being
want to
greedy.
come back for Snoke, but the next slide in a different interview he says
He's
that
gonna come back as the
also
prison guard guy too.
his desire is to
Oh.
direct a Star
Of
Wars
course.
project.
Who wouldn't?
Nice.
So that character in Andor, he becomes Snoke. Is that right?
No.
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 Yes, not Snoke. He
Just a
already-
voice.
What have you done to
Just a voice.
Jedi?
He's just the voice. That's all he is.
We're
All
gonna
right,
get
for a
Dom
minute, I was
going.
actually, for a minute, I was interested in Andor. Now I'm not again.
Hey, sorry.
Listen, I didn't say it, so it's not true. There you go.
So
I
yeah,
needed you to
Good to
back
see
me
you,
up
sorry.
on that, Dom, and you were.
Andy
nowhere-
is
nowhere
all
to
about
be
the Star Wars and wants to get as many paychecks as he can possibly get. So
I don't. Well, she slept with Cassian.
Yeah,
So I don't
hope
think
she
it's gonna
doesn't
be your
turn out to
sister,
your
bro.
sister.
Hey, well, look,
we're
the
gonna
Luke
have a
kissed the
problem.
sister, so we don't know.
So if you could get one of these two, which one would you rather? Would you have him direct a project or you want more Snoke?
Neither. Neither.
Oh,
Direct
so we're leaving the
project with
Targaryen
Snoke in it.
conversation
I would say-
aside. Then.
I would say direct because now that we know
What's up, Dub?
how wimpy Snoke died, for about lack of a better word, I can't think of. He died
Oh,
very
I thought it was
poorly. I really
I think
don't
it was
care
cool
much
how
about
he
that
That was a
died.
cool death.
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
don't think they ever
No,
really gave him
let's
anything
not.
to like hold his stature of what he was supposed to
The
be.
stakes
That's
weren't as high.
Yeah. For a Sith Lord, he died very like a wuss.
He wasn't a Sith Lord though.
But he wasn't a Sith Lord.
Yeah, he wasn't a
was
Sith
fake.
He
Lord.
was a clone of a clone of a clone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
he's just
Yeah.
like
He was a
puppet.
clone of a Sith Lord, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. More like a
Clone
puppet.
with
That's
altered DNA.
Yeah.
What? Oh, good lord. Anyways,
Yeah.
has he directed anything before?
I didn't look it
Yeah,
up.
Venom 2. One of
Yeah.
the Jungle
Oh.
Book movies.
He did Venom too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Yeah.
don't want him directing or playing.
Ma-
Snoke, yes. Okay.
Mowgli? The Mowgli one.
Okay, so
on
that's an
Netflix.
answer is yes, no. Please don't direct anything.
I think he's
All
doing Animal Farm right now.
Good for him.
We got news this week. They get the first preview of Fantasy Flight's new Star Wars deck building game. They say it's going to be anything like we've seen before. I don't know if that's true. It looks more like Star Realms. It's a 1v1, two-person
Well,
game.
figure that Boba Fett card, number 5. 5 is my favorite number. And you got Boba
There you
Fett.
go. You're
I want
in.
the card.
You're in.
There you go.
I'm buying it.
Basically, you build your deck as you go in. Every starter deck's the same. You just buy the set, and looks like you have to win 3 locations to win the game. But art looks decent. I'll give it a try when it comes out. It's coming out first quarter of next year.
So reviewed on the show, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, why not?
Let's all get decks and just play.
Yeah, that's what we should.
So
do.
more video game news. We don't know what game it is, but EA at their meeting, their quarterly meeting, said that a major IP game will be releasing in quarter 1.
Cool.
So for April of 2023, everybody's speculating that the next major IP game is the Star Wars, and that's kind of lines up with the timeline that we've
Because they've hinted at it like 1,000
hearing.
times.
Yeah.
So
I still don't believe him.
You don't believe it?
I don't believe him. EA, I don't believe EA.
You don't believe it's going to be released? Wait, time out. You don't believe it's going to be released by that time, or you don't believe it's this game?
I don't believe it'll be released by that time.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
It'll be a mobile game we didn't know about.
Hunters.
That's not EA though.
No.
It's not
All right, Dom, I didn't know if I was stepping on your toes here.
No. Go right ahead.
But we got new Star Wars Life Day merchandise revealed to be coming to Walt Disney World, and we got everybody's favorite Wookiee, Lovey coming out. So
Is that red hat? Is it snapback or is it fitted? Because if it's fitted, that's pretty dope. But the rest of this
Probably
stuff
gonna be a snapback.
I think it's not back.
The rest of this is fuck foolery. This is just terrible.
Oh, but come on, the Chewbacca's
Okay.
good for a kid. Come on, man.
Real quick question on that hat. It's not the rebel symbol. What's the symbol?
No,
what's the
I don't
symbol that's
remember. I
on the
have
hat?
to go back and look. Yeah, I couldn't get a picture to fit.
Oh,
the
well,
symbol.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
got
right.
hidden behind the symbol.
Oh,
like-
it's
I think,
perfectly lined
I
up
think
there.
it was Wookiee related.
No, it's like the life
all
day.
It
was
probably
Life
the
Day
life.
symbol.
Then that's not as cool because it's the Life Force Day. I can see it now. Oh,
Yeah, the Life Day.
It, See what's on the shirt? That's what's on the front of the hat.
Yeah.
So you got 3
Oh.
Wookiees wearing
Shirt.
Christmas Carol robes.
Okay. Now I'm more. Okay, now I'm not gonna buy it.
Marco,
That stuffy. Whoever said that stuff is
Ruben,
good
you
for
wear it
kids
backwards
doesn't have
anyway.
children.
It's all right.
That's
the
just
Life
scary.
Day, they sacrificing
you're right,
porgs
you're
and friggin' Ewoks.
If you buy that stuffy for your kid, do know they might murder you in the sleep. Just so you know. Look at the eyes on that thing. The thing is crazy, dude. Do not buy that for children.
It doesn't have a mouth, so it's okay. It's just
That's what I'm saying.
Funko Pops don't have
They're
mouths
coming
either.
real quiet, murder you when you're sleeping.
Chewbacca has a mouth.
Yeah, I think that's the
Well,
mouth.
Not
That's
on
not
that
the nose.
stuffy. It doesn't.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying the real Chewbacca has
Oh yeah,
a
the real
mouth.
Chewbacca.
Yeah.
No, but the stuffy does.
Yeah.
I don't think the little black thing's its nose. I think that's its mouth.
Are you
No, that's
serious?
just-
No, it's not.
I don't
No,
know.
that's just
No.
Get out of here. All right, move along.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, you're
We
gonna
already got
love
one.
this, Marco. This one I included just for you. Andrew Stratton, he's the one who directed some from Kenobi. He discussed the good and bad of writing Star Wars. In particular, he said the bad.
Hold on, let me guess. He said fans are terrible, but I love writing Star Wars, right?
No.
Oh, really?
He said the bad of writing Star Wars is that you have to stick to canon, and it really limits your storytelling. And he would have been able to write a better Kenobi story if he didn't have to worry about canon.
Yeah, but I agree. You could just make stuff non-canon, which is perfectly fine, for one. But he broke canon anyway. So hey, what's going on, Kyle?
Yeah,
So
I know. I was trying to say like he
It's,
just completely
it's
broke canon
indifference if
anyway.
that's what he thinks he did. So okay.
I include this one for Pete. Pete puts this one in chat. I don't know if Pete wants to talk about this one.
Oh, this one was just blaming Kennedy for the faults with the movies. The fact that we don't have any movies, and I think that is a legit gripe. Like, don't announce all these movies and then never make any of them. Like, there's no need to announce that, hey, we signed these guys to think about an idea and they're going to make a trilogy. And we have yet to see the trilogy from Rian Johnson. We haven't seen the trilogy from the Game of Thrones guys. We haven't seen like Taika Waititi's movie. We haven't seen Patty Jenkins's movie. We haven't got any more solo film. Like,
Kevin Feige.
all these things get announced.
Well, we
and
weren't supposed to have
we've got
another solo
nothing.
movie. They said they were canceling that after the first solo one.
They're killing it with the TV, but in the theaters, we've
And they
got
moved the Boba
nothing.
Fett into
Well,
the TV show.
What they do is
Yeah.
they like, if you screw up, if you had like one bad film, like as a director or something, that no, you're out.
They overreact.
No Star
Well, it's
Wars
not
for you.
First off, it's not one bad film. They had 3 bad films, dude.
No, I'm saying if the director makes a bad film,
Yeah. He's saying they
like
pulled-
Jenkins
it's not
made
right.
Wonder Woman 84, and all of a sudden that was delayed. D&D
No, well,
screwed up
okay,
season 8,
Once
delayed.
again, okay.
Yeah.
Or
hold
canceled.
on. For the one shot where they all did that big, like, let's as a corporation, Disney, throw our penises out there and show everybody how big it was. Like a lot of that stuff was just stupid because there's no way it was all getting done and pushing out. The Jenkins thing was very stupid because they were saying it's going to be Top Gun Star Wars, which doesn't sound. I know Jedi's like, yeah, that sounds great, but everybody else is like,
Hey, Top Gun was a hit.
Yeah, I watched it. I can't believe that it was a hit.
National
anyways,
Treasure is what it was.
it was the same thing as number one, just not done as well.
See, you guys are too far on the extremes there. You gotta find meet me in the middle here.
Look, it's true what they were saying that Patty Jenkins made the movie, Wonder Woman's 84, and it didn't do good. The Game of Thrones guys had a bad ending to Game of Thrones, and they wind up leaving. So there's like a trend between all these people that
people like Knives Out. So what
No,
happened?
People like Knives Out, so why isn't Johnson finishing up?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because he's on the winning roll. Your argument's butt kiss. That doesn't work that way.
Because he screwed up a Star Wars movie. That's why.
He did not. And Game of Thrones still does. Game of Thrones
He screwed
really
up the
well.
Star Wars movie.
Hey, Jerome wants us to move on. He said,
All right, you got one more.
Yeah, I don't know if it's all that.
All right. So Ashley talked a little bit about the short from the Tales of the Jedi, the 6th one that we kind of talked about last week. And so she talked about how she was a little bit disappointed that they took out the queer individual who was really interested in Ahsoka and replaced it. And so she's hoping that it comes back in canon at some point. But she also did some canon jitsu in this interview where she said everything that happened in Tales of the Jedi 6 must have taken place after the book. And so she kind of said
that's some mental gymnastics there.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, she's like, no, everything in the book is still canon. Everything here is canon. They took place.
So in other words, she didn't say like, "Hey, I should have been playing Ahsoka, but Dave fucking got jealous because I was more popular than him." So instead, they took Dawson, and then he shat all over JK's book because she did a fucking great job at. No, she didn't say that.
But she did say like she was disappointed that this romance was not in there. And so
relax, Jerome. Relax.
There'll be a chance. So
I think it has to be still from the last.
This is what Dave's taking a lot of heat for. There is a lot of heat for the fact that this really important queer romance did not make it into Tales, and that part was taken out. So
whatever. If that's the biggest offense, the biggest offense is they shat all over that book. So if that's part of shitting all over that book, that's it. Yeah. Okay.
What the internet is upset about.
That that interview, you could tell she was speaking like a person who wanted to keep her job.
Yeah.
In that interview. Yeah.
Which once again we'll get into later when we get into
she's still hurt that Rosario Dawson got the job.
Because she was more popular than this. We're going to talk about it later because JJ was right. He told us this shit was happening, and I tried to deny it, and he was right. JJ, did you hear that? I said you were right. So take it right down.
I did hear that.
9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11/6/2022. All right. Again. No, I already said it once. That's all he gets. No, there was somebody who had a crush on Ahsoka in the book, T. Jones. That's all it was. It wasn't like a. It was like I don't know. Joe, besides come up with one of the best clothing lines out there for Star Wars, no, she hasn't done much. That always sells out. Besides being one of the first people that go to celebrations and be in front of fans and like literally understands fucking Star Wars and is a legit Star Wars fan. Nah, she hasn't done much. She also helped out with the Ahsoka book, but she hasn't done much. Also helped out with Clone Wars. But
she's also
besides all that, no.
Star Wars books.
Yeah, and wrote Star Wars books too. Yeah, but besides all that, no.
Charity work, tons of charity work too.
Tons of charity work, but no. Besides all of that, nope, she hasn't done much. I just said it twice. I cut myself off the third time. Ed, stop counting. Next up, let's get to comics real quickly. We'll go through it. Bounty Hunters. Holy shit, this is. What was your question on this book, Ruben? Please.
I was really wanting Arden Verso to be in the book. I wanted you to be wrong, but you weren't. So
okay. Well, you should just care that the book's good instead of trying to care about me being wrong. And unfortunately, this book was not good.
I read it twice, and I couldn't figure out what was happening.
Okay.
Wow.
What's that? Ruben, what
No. It was the jumping between scenes was throwing me off so much.
It's tough.
I didn't get a chance to read it this week.
I'll try to explain this book. I'm not sure I'm going to do a great job of it because it's kind of tough. But if you recall, there's a section of Leech and all those bounty hunters, and they are supposed to be making money by bodyguarding a Pike, but then that leech guy kills him. So, because some guy makes fun of him and tells him he should kill him, which didn't make any sense, but whatever. So they killed their paycheck, but they got some up front, which then had the Pikes attacking all the quote unquote bounty hunters. In the meantime, how do you spell Forlome?
For LOM.
Okay, so why do they keep spelling it for ELOME?
I don't know. I was wondering that too when I was reading it.
They did it
Like
twice
golf?
too. It wasn't just once. They did it a bunch of times.
I read the book. Flew up.
So for Elome, printing error. For Elome, Zuckus is yelling for him, help him out. For Elome is like, hey dude, we hit. I'm gonna say for Elome now. It's like, hey man, we're gonna lose this battle. They're gonna kick the shit out of us.
Maybe,
In the meantime,
maybe he changed his name when he came back from the dead. You know, they put him back together. He's like, I'm gonna have a new name
Yeah.
for my second life.
Maybe it's his cousin.
Oh,
So yeah, maybe. So then they switch real quickly to the Valance part where he's still got those like true believer people that hate the fucking Dawn.
Yeah, it's just Dengar's fault. That's just how he says it.
It wasn't Dengar. That was
It's not
Zuckus
Dengar
who's saying it.
speaking, though.
Zuckus.
I know,
Zuckus is saying
Zuckus
it.
saying, yeah.
So he gets in front of Vader. He actually starts cussing out Vader.
I know.
Well, first off, okay, two things. The other cybernetic chick, she's like, hey, listen, you can only call me by my name when we're making out. Don't call me by my name when we're not, which was kind of funny. So I actually thought that was good. But then he comes down, he starts cussing out Vader, and then Vader does the choke thing, you think, but he's really just buttoning Valance's shirt. So there's that.
This was the one part of this comic that I actually kind of liked. Was
Yeah.
Valance kind of talking shit to Vader. I like that.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I thought both parts, the switch of the tunic and the like, hey, we're making out and hooking up, so I'll call you whatever I want thing was kind of funny too. Anyways, they're gonna send this group to go kill Red Dawn. Big surprise, because they've been saying that for the last fucking year and a half. Switches back.
Mm-hmm.
Now for Elome or for Loam, no matter which way you want it, decides like, fuck it, I'm out. You guys are all gonna lose if you keep going this route. So he just takes off, and Zuckus, instead of fighting, is like, bitch, come back here, and the robot's gone. So see you later. In the meantime, they get away, they jump into hyperspeed, and whatever. Forlome ended up.
You missed a lot there. Forlome was not running away. He
actually ended up killing a robot. Yeah.
Crashed the ship.
It's right here on the left side. He crashed the direction of the robot. It started dropping out of hyperspace. It doesn't matter. You missed a lot, but it was a lot of crap. It didn't.
But it didn't
matter.
make any sense. It made no sense.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. They got away. In the meantime, they get back and say, hey, we don't have any money, so let's call up Crimson Dawn. Crimson Dawn's like, hey, dude, we're going to need you guys now, the bounty hunter group, to go kill Valance and that group that's trying to kill us. The end. Thank God. I got through that as quickly as possible. I could have shared more about it. If you want to, feel free to read that piece of shit book. But, yeah. Mando 5. The only reason this book is even getting any pages is for Dom. So here we go, Dom. Yeah, so this happened, and then she showed up, but we can't tell if it's her or not because it might be her face or it might not be her face. Her little robot droid show up. Oh wait, what the fuck happened to her? This is literally what this is turning into. They're like, fuck it, we could just put 2 dots on some shit.
Oh my
sell
god!
Oh, it's bad.
Like,
That
dude, this is how
artwork
bad
is
this book
bad.
is. All the people that were raving about like we need 4 prints, like this is the fucking art inside this book. Please tell me.
I'm blaming Dave for this book later on. This is
You can't blame
completely
Dave for
on
this
Dave.
book.
We're gonna talk about it later.
But yeah, so then he fight. What's the other bounty hunter kid's name again? I can't remember what his name is.
Turo.
Turo. Nobody cares that he ends up dying, but whatever. They do their little thing. That's first to Turo. Wait, sorry, Dom. Turo's in this book. Dom.
First appearance.
There you go. Okay. Then we get the sand people that they try to
Also
get a
his
fight
last
in.
appearance.
Hey,
Oh, so
wait,
last
who's this
person.
person? Yeah, who's this person with the gun?
That's Fennec
Dom?
Shen.
There
Oh,
she is.
and
First appearance of Fennec Shen.
all right, there we go. So we
Wait,
got those
is
out of
it?
the way.
Yes.
In a
Is it
comic,
though?
yeah, it is.
Well,
yeah.
we didn't see your face. I thought by
Oh
definition.
no, you see it right
No,
here.
you
No,
see
do.
her
We
face.
do.
You
You
see
see
her
her
face.
face later on. Yeah,
You
yeah.
see her face?
You see her
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
Well, I'm talking about the Santa Staros one.
Is she named though? Right?
Is she named? Otherwise,
not
this is by
named.
definition
Named.
a cameo.
She was named
Does
in
she
the book
speak?
in
But-
Bounty Hunters 5. That they
Since
mentioned
once
it.
again, since this as Wikipedia now has changed it around, they're no longer stating first appearances. They're saying first time pictured, which means we already know who the fuck this is. So it's a first appearance.
And
also, we didn't get the
Boba
jingle. I was disappointed. Real quickly though, were we disappointed in this last panel because we didn't hear the jingle?
I was. You know what? I'm disappointed that I wish they would have showed a little bit more because usually the comics they show a little bit more than the TV show. It's exactly panel for panel.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why later. I'll tell you why.
They just use the storyboards for the show. What's that? Hey, let's sell them.
Yeah.
Did anybody see like when it exploded the speeder bike how bad the ink was rubbed, or was that only my comic?
That might have been your copy, or maybe I just wasn't focused because after I saw this, I was like, "What the fuck am I reading? What the fuck am I reading?"
I read this one online. I haven't got my physical copy yet.
Like I even checked my 1 in 20. I think it's the 1 in 25. I checked it there, and it was there too. And I was sitting there going, "What the hell is wrong with this thing?" It's
you're
bad.
down south. It could be a down south printing thing. To be continues. What happened, Zaggy? Love you. Get the fuck out of here. Star Wars 29. We've got another. What's this? What's the name of these covers? It's the name of the thing where she does the.
It's the
Revelations. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yeah, Revelations.
Yeah,
So that's where we're gonna get the first appearance of the characters.
That Star Wars book, the X-Men books. The X-Men books when they went to the ball.
The Hellfire Gala?
The Hellfire Gallery.
Which again is why I think that's the Squadron TIE Fighters, because I think that's going back to Revelation. Since we're getting Iden, we're getting the Squadron.
Oh, you think in the book? Oh yeah, that'd be nice. Maybe, or it's just TIE
we'll find
Fighters
out in 2 weeks.
Okay, so these covers are terrible, but the inside's not much better. So,
I like the story. Come on.
No. The story's okay, but like, come on, they're fucking chilling at a resort, drinking. First off, can you identify if you didn't read the book? Can you identify who the two people are on the left side there? Because when I first looked at this before reading, I was like, "Who the fuck is that?"
On the left?
I read the book.
Yeah,
so
I read the book.
I don't know.
That's Leia and Holdo.
Yeah, it's Leia and Hondo. Yeah,
Holdo,
whatever her name.
Hodor.
But whatever. And then on the right side, we get an awesome picture, and we get through most of this book of Lando. No chest hair, bare breasted.
Yeah, where's the stern bush?
Yeah. So
the Burt Reynolds of the galaxy.
The Clark.
See the back of Lobot's head.
Yeah.
He has more cleavage than Slave Leia.
Yeah, he's got a ton of cleavage. Anyways, they're playing cards. Chewbacca gets mad again. Then Luke. Oh, I didn't even put this in here. Luke does some stupid thing with the water and pushing while he's not paying attention.
Are those the two guys from the friggin' Phantom Menace?
Same species at least.
Same species at least. Luke is very like salty during this whole episode 2 and wine.
Are they going to the Eyes Wide Shut party? Did they?
So they go to an auction.
It's
for a high or for High Republic. Well, actually, it's a
Nihil strike ship.
Nihil ship.
We've seen the ship before. This is where Luke becomes Robin or Nightwing.
Yeah, they're going disguised because everybody's looking at it, and Leia's about to join the Eyes Wide Shut party.
No, she actually looked at the owls, the quarter owls.
No, that was what Amy Sedaris looked like in the last issue.
No. What was the one with Tom Cruise and his ex-wife?
Yeah, it's Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah. So I got it right. Okay, good. See, I tried to make a reference. I just didn't know if I got it right or not. They have an auction. Finally, Lando goes, "Hey, you guys are idiots. You're trying to outbid this guy. You do know that we're wanted." And when the guy's like, "Hey," the Imperial's like, "Hey, I lost to 2 women and a dude just randomly sitting over there. Even if you mind tricked them, he's gonna be like, damn, that's the people I want to go after."
That's not exactly what Lando said. Lando said, "Don't mind trick him."
Yeah,
the guy knows about. He works for the museum, and he's gonna know all about your tricks.
And that you guys are fugitives. That's what he said. So then they decide to break in because all they need is the path engine. And they get the path engine out. Nice little fighting scene there. This was actually kind of good. After I thought the yelling thing from Lando was stupid. And
the middle panel looks like the heist from Andor.
It is a little bit about like the heist from Andor, but those are the better parts of the book. They put the path engine in. It does not work because remember they are short on a fuel supplier at this point, so they need something else. So they're trying to use the path engine. Finally, just in time, as the TIE fighters are going to attack them, the path engine works. Boom, and they go to this beautifully colored page of a planet in no space.
That's where
They're trying to use that path engine. they're trying to use a path engine to, I don't know if you mentioned this or not, to locate this mythical lost load of fuel or something for the to support the rebels.
Yep.
Right.
Which is where we think they ended up going.
Yeah.
Or close to it. So, yeah, I mean, if you like bare-breasted chests, like this book's got plenty of it. Yeah. So there you go.
A nice
story.
Yeah, this,
I like the
this started
story.
this one started off a little silly with the whole resort
It
and
did.
hey, we're here.
Yeah.
But as it unfolded, I think it ended up in a pretty
Agreed.
spot.
The back quarter of the book was really
Oh,
good.
come on, they had a resort in Andor. Come on.
That's true.
Yeah, you had to read the book. It was not good. Read the book and then choose for yourself. But the first half was really, the art wasn't great and the book wasn't really, it really was a water fight. It really was Chewie being mad at Lando, who's bare chested through the whole thing, and then Luke throwing them in the pool.
I love the adventures that they're having without Han Solo at this point. You know, when they come back, what adventures did you go on? Oh, we were in a masquerade party. We did this. We got
Lando
there's
didn't button his shirt
there's
for
a
2 weeks.
there's a reference how there is, speaking of Joe, there is a reference about maybe like the girls tag teaming either Luke or Han or both.
That was
Like, they're
Holdo,
definitely-
not the girls. Leia had nothing. No,
Yeah,
Well,
that was
what I'm
all.
saying is there's a reference to
thought
it.
they both looked pretty.
Holdo,
Amazing.
she made a reference to them like hooking up. She did. She's like,
She did.
Leia, well, I figured we could probably hook up with these dudes.
I know you've put this completely out of your memory, but we got the Leia honeymoon book, and I feel like this was trying to also dive in with the Leia honeymoon book because we talked about how Leia didn't like vacations, and so we kind of wanted to bring that point up there again.
I did put the honeymoon out of my mind, and I don't know. The first Waysinger, you cannot say that the first 5 pages were of any type of quality.
I didn't mind them. Didn't
Oh,
mind them.
Lord.
After again, I read this after Bounty Hunters, and so like it was 10 times better.
Oh, shoot, I missed the slide.
Yeah,
I was going to show the A cover, but next week
Doesn't
we
mean
got
it's quality. That's like a saltine. I didn't mind it.
yeah.
It went well with my soup.
Well, I was sick. I couldn't hold any other food down, so the
I also
saltine
had
didn't
just
work.
finished this George Mann book too, so like
Oh, well, that makes sense. Next week we've got the second High Republic book. We do have some preview panels for it. We're not going to spoil anything. These are preview panels you can find through all the major Marvel sites or anywhere really. So he's still going. He has a flashback again. This was interesting. Did anybody read these preview panels?
No.
Okay, cool. Good talk. So apparently when
no.
he has these flashbacks, his heart stops.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I don't know where the fuck they're going with that, but
It doesn't sound healthy.
so like the ones that he had on the when he was coming in because he had that flashback. to
yeah,
when he did.
apparently when he was coming in on the plane, his heart stops during this.
Huh.
His heart stops and he gets up and he's like, "Oh, this person, we have to take care of her." And the other Jedi's going like, "No, we need to take you in to get you all teed up and cleaned up." Now they're going to have that thief character in here a lot more in this book, I think. So just know that.
No, yeah, I think so.
He's gonna need a space pacemaker.
They do have a flashback of some weird 3 card something. He sees it and it gives him a sign. This is also like, this is kind of crazy because if you know Star Wars lore, especially if you read like the books about like Jedi Lost, what was the 2? Was it Jedi Lost and what was the other one that dealt with Sifo Dyas?
Dooku?
It was Dooku Jedi Lost, right? Didn't they do?
Yeah.
They don't. But either way, they always say like, don't go into your visions because if you go into your visions, you can be lost and you don't know what the Force is trying to tell you, and you can't tell the future. Apparently, in
You
the
can
High
end up in
Republic,
Star Wars 20 talking to Luke somehow.
yeah, exactly. Apparently, in the comics and in High Republic, that's not the case. Everybody fucking tries to talk about the future or becomes a like tarot card reader. So he not only has no heartbeat and is kind of a zombie, he can also read tarot cards in his head.
It looks like the Joker back there, the Joker, a Green Goblin hood with some kind of crazy ant creature.
So
I'd agree.
do you think crystals are inside of his body and taking him over? That's why he's a zombie?
No, it's different. And I know what you're referencing. You're referencing that shitty book I had to read today. All right. FOC, we've got actually something I'm really looking forward to.
Padawan or pirates?
Sal's coming back as a kid, and we have Jose writing it, and he does a good job with that. So
I'm looking forward to this one.
Here we go. Mando. We got the next Mando one. This is what our man Leftover was asking. This is where the to be continued is. Dom, would you like to say anything about this book?
First appearance of the characters on it. Mayfield.
Also, very interesting first appearance of Bill Burr on a comic book.
Yeah, and
right there.
this one is actually the Mando, the chapter, the prisoner, the cover right there, the first cover.
Yeah.
Well, what about Bobby Elvis?
Yeah.
Bobby Elvis isn't on the cover.
He's not on the cover though.
Yeah. So like this actually might be a sleep. If you could get this book, in the dollar bins, just remember, put this book in your head, because when Bill Burr finally gets a little bit older, he's going to start going to more cons and stuff, and then people are going to want to sign that book because it's going to be him in it. So there you go. I wouldn't go out there.
CGC signature 9.8 Bill Burr.
Yep, 9.8. I would not buy 50 copies of this. I would not buy 20 copies of this. But for $1, I'd probably buy 5 copies of this.
I don't like when they try to do like the reflection things when it doesn't work. Like it doesn't make sense.
I like that.
Well, but that's not how it would work. His eyes are bubbles. Like that's not how the reflection would look. Yeah. It wouldn't be a clear mirror. It just made it look like I made this on a PowerPoint at home by myself. Is what I'm saying.
Does he complain about white women? I don't know. TNT, cool guys.
Bill Burr's whole thing is he complains about everything, right? That's like his
I believe that
it doesn't matter what it is.
You see,
it's like his stick.
We will. I do too, but
he's pretty funny in the heat.
Okay, and that's it. That's the end of the FOC slide. So see, we flew through comics real quickly.
We did.
Do we want to try to fly through?
Isn't Yoda coming out? When is Yoda coming out?
Like 2 weeks.
Couple weeks.
Isn't it?
Yoda book?
Yeah, it's a couple weeks.
Yeah. I thought it was coming out next week.
I think it's 2 weeks. I don't remember, but FOC has already been done.
Yeah, the FOC was last week for FOC for Yoda, so 3 weeks.
It'll be a couple of weeks then.
Yeah, wasn't it last week FOC?
2 weeks. Yeah,
it was 2 weeks ago we did it, so it's out in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. We did the FOC on that already. You'll know when we do it's coming out next week, so hopefully
that is true. You get a lot of signatures.
Yeah, there you go.
You get the Kurgan and Tonks from Harry Potter to sign it too.
All right, cool. Do we have toys? Can we run through toys real quickly?
Yep, we could if you want to. Just give me 1 second to.
We could get this, and we could still get the Endor review in there before Wayseeker flips out. Or Wayseeker, when do you want to do the other part? The why Dave hates Star Wars.
Whenever.
Well, not yet, because right now, Dom.
Here we go. So we have some more Funko Pops coming out. So the Power of the Galaxy, Amazon exclusive Rey is coming up. Sometime in the next month or two, we're getting the next Funko Pop in the wave of the Power of the Galaxy line.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Different pose. Meditating.
No, it's not cool. No.
I might buy it.
I don't collect.
If I see this at clearance for $2, I'm still not buying it.
Nah, Jesus. All right. Hey.
I like when they do some of the glow in the dark shit.
What about
Red? I'm not buying this either.
So for about like 8 months, all kidding aside, they kept showing up overseas. They never had a spot where this was actually coming out from. They have the overseas sticker one. So Hot Topic. This should be coming out sometime in the next month or two.
She's got a box of chocolates.
Yeah, Fennec Shan. This is the Valentine's Day Fennec Shan.
Yeah.
Dude, it'd be cool if they made it glow in the dark, but red eyes glow in the dark. Then
that would be cool.
I'm not so sure you would accept a box of chocolates from a master assassin.
Yeah, the glowing red eyes would make about as much sense as why we have a red version of Fennec Shan holding a box of chocolates to begin with.
Well, it's Valentine's Day.
Me too. I don't get the shit either. I don't get it.
That doesn't make it okay.
I know it doesn't make it okay, but it's for the holidays.
Valentine's Day is not a real holiday anyway.
That's not true.
What's more love than Fennec Shan?
Valentine's Day is there to sell you shit.
There we go.
Like those pops.
There we go. Life Day. Chewbacca.
Oh
God. Disney has an exclusive Life Day. He's flocked.
And he's flocked.
What's pretty cool is holding the little globe in his hand.
Okay. Now, as much as I shed on the last two, having a flocked Chewbacca, I'm still not buying this bullshit. But that's pretty cool.
Flock Chewbacca.
Yeah, I was about to say they've done it before though. That's the problem with pops, man.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
You can only flock the Chewbacca's and the hairy animals.
That's not true. You can flock anybody if you want.
It's still it's still better than the other two. So
it actually looks pretty cool. I actually saw it. You know what? I'm considering it, but I don't know. Maybe not. Go to the next one.
Maybe you can't fit it. You already got a Ray, and you got a red Fennec Shan holding a box of chocolates, and we don't got room for Life Day
Hey
Chewbacca.
Tom, is it going to be on the website or just at the?
It's on the website now. It's actually up now. It's actually up now.
This one has a mouth like the plush. Yeah, valid
That's
point.
true, Joe. Good job.
There,
Yeah, but it's
see
cool.
now, John. John. Dom converted John 2 minutes ago. He's saying, "Who the fuck buys pops?" Now he's saying,
No, but this is actually, all kidding aside, it looks pretty cool.
yeah, this
You know,
one,
I
yeah,
like it.
yeah, I agree. The other two were bullshit.
It looks
Go
like
ahead.
Chewbacca wearing a nightgown. But okay.
Guys, we have like 80
It
things
looks-
though. Let's
All
go.
right.
Is he like is he Sauron and that's like the eye?
Finally,
Yeah,
we
he's holding
get
one of the
the
Seam
book of
Stones.
Boba Fett Funko Pops, and guess what?
Time out. Which one have we not had? Which Funko Pop have we not had before? On this group.
The what's his face? The,
Don't
Major
give me
General.
that guy. Don't
Major
tell me you've been
General.
waiting for the goddamn mayor's sidekick guy.
Yeah, that's the
All
other
right,
thing.
that's all right.
You've
Cut
been
you
waiting
off. Go
for
ahead.
this whole time.
Go ahead. Nope. Sorry. Go ahead.
Listen,
Go
all
ahead.
kidding aside, we finally got it. So it's called the Book of Boba Fett. There is no Boba Fett pop.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. He's
They
right.
got
Wow.
they got Mando.
So it's just like the show.
It's
Just like the show, right? Just like the show.
Holy shit.
Yeah, why
So-
don't we get
There's
any
no
plus?
Fennec Shan either.
Well,
Right?
apparently,
There's no
no.
Fennec
Apparently,
Shan.
there is a Boba Fett pop coming. It's Boba Fett Deluxe. He's riding the Rancor. There's no picture of it. yet.
But didn't
But
they?
his
Didn't they?
black
It
thing's
also,
blocked.
they did one of him on the throne and all that already. Wasn't that a pop?
Yeah, they did that already. But
Yeah.
But
Not
they've done
this
all
wave.
JJ.
You-
Besides Major Domo, they've done all these fucking
no,
characters.
where is the Boba Fett coming out of the Sarlacc?
Have they done a Black K?
In the jumpsuit.
They have done a Black K.
I don't know.
But is he flocked?
Flock
we have
Black K.
another Black
You
K.
want a flock?
Wait,
And
time
we
out.
got-
You want a Boba Fett coming out of the Sarlacc pit? They didn't do
Yeah,
that
I
one
want-
yet.
That'd be kind of cool.
I would put in my vote for a pop of all 4 Power Ranger scooters with their.
Do you want a
Moss.
sunburnt Boba
That's-
Fett chained next to a Greedo
Jedi's
dude?
head's blowing
Now,
up
actually,
at this point.
what about a deluxe pop with him and Mando fighting the Pikes at the end, shooting? That was pretty cool.
Tom,
Moving on.
even if you had all that's a hell of a lot of space.
Yeah, I know.
It's a
Just
lot
for
of pop.
So, Entertainment Earth has a limited edition pop Grogu with the Rancor putting him to sleep. Of
That's
course they
actually
had to
all
do that.
right. I like that. That's kind of. How much is this thing?
It's a jumbo size, $29.
20.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
$30.
Yeah, that's all right.
So,
Not paying that much.
No.
That's
you
cool.
know, and so
It's
for
this.
Thanksgiving, you're getting
Oh
the Grogu balloon for Thanksgiving, and it was a Funko Shop exclusive.
Jedi, are you done with Funkos? Jedi, are you done
This
with
seems
Funkos?
unnecessary.
It does.
Wait,
You know, normally I try to defend Dom and his enthusiasm for this stuff, but no, this is getting
A
crazy.
Thanksgiving Day balloon character.
Yeah,
Who
I was
are
wondering, I was like,
people
why does he
holding
have
him?
little slippers of
and it's,
people?
and it's actually
on?
part of the collection too. So I don't know.
Part of what collection?
It's all part of the collection, though.
Not the Thanksgiving Day collection where they have other
No,
balloons. Do we
it's
get
part of the
Snoopy?
Star Wars.
Is there a
Is it
Snoopy?
available? Is it available only at Macy's?
Yeah, and
right.
well, actually, no. This is at the Funko Shop, but Macy's last year did have with a Macy's little sticker. They had it. They had 2 of them.
Hey Dom, are the people down there like special? Like,
Yeah,
are they
no,
No,
they-
random
it is the people holding the balloons.
Okay, just people. Okay, I didn't know if they were supposed to represent it.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Well,
They
if
missed
I
an
don't see that
opportunity.
dude with the beard holding Grogu on Thanksgiving, I'm going to be pissed that this
I'm
is not
pissed
a true representation of the balloon.
No,
That
geez.
beard
It's like-
is
Wearing skull caps. Yeah. Okay.
As far as like Favreau and Filoni didn't slide in there and be like, "Hey, make us the people holding
yeah,
the balloon."
yeah, yeah. No shit.
That's what I would have done.
There you go to the next one. So we got more Funko pins. The that are coming out. The First Order Stormtrooper Ray.
Is that one to glow in the dark?
They all glow in the dark. Yeah,
oh, they
cool.
all glow in the dark?
But
Yeah.
these are those big ass ones again,
they're
right?
the pins. Are big pins. Yeah.
Holy shit! I
Oh,
mean,
so
like-
these are they all glow in the these they don't have a chase.
No,
These
there's a
have
chase.
they
There's
all
chases to them. They all have chases.
So the ones like the greenish looking one, that's the chase, or
That's
is
the
that
chase.
just it glowing?
And
in
then
the
you
dark?
have BB-8 with the light with his the little lighter. That's the chase, and then Ray with the lightsaber. That's the chase.
So just to clarify real quickly, and then we'll move on. The Stormtrooper is all glow in the dark. The lighter is the only thing that glows in the dark, and BB-8 and the wow. And these are one more thing. These things are enormous. What the fuck do you pin them to?
You know.
The wall.
the wall.
And it tears your whole drywall off your fucking wall. They're that big.
Your
I don't
denim
know.
jacket that you wear to the Hard Rock Cafe with all
There
your
you
other
go.
pins.
Dude, there's no Pete. Have you seen one of these? They weigh
I
like
have.
15 pounds.
I have
Your Cobra Kai
I'm
jacket.
gonna pull out 20 of them right now.
Boba Fett.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we know you have it. I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
put your
like,
pins
it's
away.
huge. It weighs a ton too because it's made out of like oh man, I can't
Enamel.
remember. It's yeah,
All right,
enamel. Thank you.
what's the deal here?
Best guy.
These are the micro minis that are coming out. The new ones is the second wave. They had the other ships before. Now the second wave of ships that are coming out.
That's cool. I like that.
I'm assuming these are actually the same size. Just the pictures.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, just the pictures. Yeah, they are
Okay.
the same size.
Just making sure. Like, why is his smaller?
John Sanders is a good question. How big is it? Like, are these like micro machines? Or are they like?
Yeah,
No,
I think so.
they're like the micro.
Yeah.
Like the little.
Like,
I don't have I don't have Slave One next to me.
I think like the ship is like a couple of
The
inches,
ship-
but the person is going to be
Hold on.
like
yeah.
less
Yeah,
than an
this is-
inch.
Hold on.
Okay.
You mean
I wish,
the
I wish you brought back micro machines. I like those things.
I think that's what they're kind of going
Yeah.
for, without going that small.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah. So
Because I think people get pissed off if they had to pay
So
over
this is
$10
the
for a
ship.
really, really tiny
Yeah.
ship.
then the figures actually match up to the ship because look how small the figures are.
Well,
Oh, okay, so the ship's like the size of an action figure, but the person is what's
the
micro.
person's tiny.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can actually fit. It's like not accurate to what the size of the ship's supposed to be, but pretty damn close. Pretty
Good.
good.
Good enough.
You have more coming out. You have Yoda's ship. How come R2D2 is like huge? I don't know why.
Yeah, he's pretty big.
weird.
Right?
But again, he is bigger than Yoda.
How is that Yoda's ship?
Yeah. Yoda's ship.
Are these
yeah.
bootlegs?
No,
They're very small. They're very small.
very small. They're tiny. They're like a little micro.
R2D2 looks like he has a mustache.
When did R2D2 even pilot Yoda's ship?
Yeah,
Is
right.
that a
I
thing?
don't know. Then you got Luke's X-wing, snow speeder, and then Luke's X-wing fighter.
The
Don't
Lego
say
cartoon,
Luke.
they
Those
don't
are the
count
same
that.
dude. They put two of the same figure there. There's not a
Yeah.
difference between those two.
So the R2 unit in Luke King's fighter is orange and not blue. Got it.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's just the color. I don't know if that's Luke's ship. I don't even know.
Oh,
They
okay.
just put the X-wing. So I think that's wrong. I think
Yeah.
it's just the color the way they
I
did.
think Luke's has an orange stripe or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not Luke.
Yeah, that's not-
Never mind.
Then again, who knows?
Then you got the Bad
Holy
Batch.
shit.
You know,
That's cool.
No, that's what's her name?
no, that's
Oh, that's
That's
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bo-Katan. But you have last
And
week. I
Ahsoka
had
ship.
they also have the Bad Batch ship coming out too.
Yeah. We didn't
Yeah.
get to that.
I agree with Jerome. These look like bad knockoffs.
Yeah.
Well, it's because they're really small. I mean, I get it. They're not going to get a lot of detail.
And you got one of the battle droids with the ship, and then you have Mando on the speeder. And they have little packs of like mystery packs that you don't know what you're gonna get, which is pretty cool.
That's why Dom likes it. He can gamble with his toys.
Mystery
All
packs.
right.
Mystery
Mystery packs. All right.
Teach him young to gamble.
And so Ahsoka's lightsabers. So Disney parks Galaxy's Edge have a couple of new lightsabers
Those are
that
cool.
came out. The Ahsoka lightsabers, which
I
is
do like when they put them in the premium box.
yeah.
They got a price point on these, or I guess.
I was gonna say.
I didn't see the price.
500.
I
I figured it's got to be a couple hundred.
Yeah, I didn't see the price. I was
Is
trying
it,
to find
is
the
it
price.
380 something like that? I think.
It's
they-
like usually when they do like a premium set of 2, it's like 380.
yeah, somewhere
Yeah.
around 380, I think. Usually, that's just what I'm guessing from what they used to be. They could.
And then you have the Obi-Wan and Darth Vader 2-pack from the
a
Obi-Wan
Move
series.
bar set.
That's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Still,
Oh, so the Life Day Chewbacca sold out.
The
That's what he
Lovey, the stuffy thing.
the
No,
stuffy
the
or the
Funko Pop.
Oh, a Funko Pop.
Oh, the
Yeah.
fuck.
Okay. I guess maybe the stuffed animal sold out.
Stuffed animals are selling out. They have to give it
Even
away.
without
It's
a mouth.
$5. Yeah, it's coming to Galaxy's Edge, and that's it.
And with that, until
Till
next
next
time, there was
Okay,
Dom's
here we go.
toy
Perfect.
corner.
All right, good job. All right, Pete, do we have that comment? We can get into it now. We're gonna get into discussion. It's all led by this comment. Pete, we ready? Put it up.
No, I'm shutting down what I had there.
There. Oh,
Can't just
But we're gonna
jump
get
into
into
the
a little
next thing.
comment about Dave. We're gonna get into a little conversation about Dave. I guess it's Dave.
All right, you want the
John.
count? I got it. It's right
Okay,
there.
here-
You can just click on it.
Here it
too.
is. Click it. Where is it? I can't even see it. Where is it?
It's at the bottom of the slides, but here it is.
All right. So Zero Fit. By the way, we appreciate everybody that makes comments. We really do, in the chat live or afterwards. Zero to Infinity, however, put this one out there. I thought it was hilarious, and then I read it to everybody, or I said a response, but I also say, hey, we should talk about this. And then a couple other people asked us about the John thing, but I goes, I don't know what you guys are watching, but all the Tales episodes were great, dramatic, and well done. And to be honest, you lot, except for Dom, are way too critical and should just enjoy for what it is. Not everything. Everything has to make 100% sense or be 100% canon, wherever they screwed up, or you never enjoy anything. And that wasn't my response. Was like, I don't understand why you're yelling, but also we all said multiple times how much we enjoyed it. We just, as super fans, were disappointed about the
That's
breaking
not
of canon.
true. I didn't say
Except for
nothing.
Dom.
'cause I didn't watch them.
You didn't watch it. Yeah, Pete didn't watch
Yeah,
it.
I wasn't here. I wasn't here for that.
Yeah, exactly.
I was also not here.
You leave the
Okay,
three of us
so-
out
I
of
wasn't
it.
here either.
The Wayseeker and Dom said we really enjoyed it. Pete pussied out.
That was an implication on you and Wayseeker.
It was.
It was. It was
It was.
even more towards me.
You
than
guys need to be more sensitive to the opinions
Well-
of everybody else and stop
So-
thinking of yourselves.
Not so hardcore as that comment, but I must ask something in that, like, there was the 18 million rants every episode of the Kenobi that slightly broke canon, but this seemed much more controlled, more than ranty opinions here. I don't know why this gets off a little bit easier, even though it broke canon
I
in
was
way more
wondering
ways.
Because
I was wondering that too, JJ. I was pushing to get
So,
it.
okay,
See,
so-
wait, sit here
because
thinking
we're
the
doing-
same thing.
okay, first off, because one, I'll be honest with you, JJ, I was hurt and disappointed by it, because as we know from the Obi-Wan and the other one, I had said, well, from a certain point of view, you could kind of see how that could kind of happen when we did the Kanan thing with was it Bad Batch or whatever, and you said no, they're really trying to crap on it, and then when it came to Kenobi, I was like, shit, they're really fucking up the canon thing, hoping that wouldn't happen. And then this 100%. No, we did. We like Tales. Somebody's echoing, but we like Tales. We did.
I liked Dooku. I did not like Ahsoka. You liked it all.
I'm actually I wasn't here last week, but I'm with Wayseeker. I felt like the Dooku arc could live in sync and a kind of align itself
It can.
with the Lost or Jedi Lost novel. I did not feel that way about the Ahsoka arc. I felt that it was in ways very contrast to a lot of things that the novel put out.
Which I agree with both points. Like, and yes, I said they shat all over that book. It's an effing shame, because that was it's a top 5 book. And Pete actually did shit. By the way, Pete did shit on the first episode, because he was talking about how's Ahsoka get on a tiger, and him and Don went at it.
Wait
So I
a
don't want
second. You,
act
I
like
see
he
you
did shit
started
on
to talk
anything.
when you saw me getting up.
Yeah, you just did it.
I thought I was gone already. I
He
wasn't gone yet.
climbed up top of the tiger.
But
no,
Pete's wife really liked that one, so it was
But
good.
Dooku there was some certain point of viewing going on. There was a certain point of viewing going on
It's a
with
special
Dooku.
one.
The
Okay.
problem is, and it's something that JJ's kind of has been saying and hinting at, and maybe because I was in the fandom of Dave, that I didn't want Dave to turn into another Lucas. And after we saw some of the comments, and there was some people who did send us private chats, they're like, yeah, could you talk a little bit more about that? And I guess that's what we're going to talk about now. Has Dave pretty much turned into Lucas, and
Well,
is he a jealous little fuck?
Real quick on that comment. Like, so I would come down probably about as harshly as you two did on the subject, solely because I understand, I think it was Zero Infinity's point in that that's what I actually felt when you guys were going over Kenobi so hard, or at least when Marco was going over Kenobi so hard, is that, the adherence to like a tiny bit of a portion of canon, I don't think is as important as sometimes as super fans, the importance we place on it.
Right.
For most people, like 95% of people in Star Wars, I don't really think it's that important. But in this case, it's a growing problem that I think, like you said, Filoni's kind of turning to Lucas in that there has to be this sort of almost hyper control of everything. And if there's not a the story has to be told in the way he wants it told. And if it's not told in the way he wants it told, then it'll get rewritten by him at some point, it seems.
Right. And
it's not so much to me that it broke canon so much as Filoni is the one. Filoni, as the keeper of canon, or he claims to be in the past and all that, is the one doing it.
No. I
mean,
don't think
you bring up a good point with this.
But so this is what I want to say about this topic. What it did show is exactly what JJ's right. Filoni's going to keep his own canon, right? He's going to tell his own stories.
Yeah.
And if they don't match with previous stories, that's fine. So this is why I think this is a huge problem. It's because that means that we aren't going to get the stories that we want, because the story group's going to say, we can't tell those stories because Dave's just going to break those stories. So like Dom, you're like, why can't we get a Mando story or a Grogu story? Because why can't we get it? Because Dave's not going to follow it if somebody else writes it. So like, if you put it in a comic book and that's great, it's a great story, Dave's gonna be like, I don't care. It's not real. And why can't we get? Why do we get this comic or the book about Obi and when he's a teenager? And when we're like, why can't we get the story we really want? We want Obi and Satine. Why? Because Dave's not going to follow the story. Even if we get a good story about Obi and Satine, Dave's going to say, well, screw you. I have my own.
But it seems like he's co-opting characters, right? Like, so it seems like Dave, if he touches it at any point, then it becomes his character, and it does not. And it noticeably, Dave has not had a single finger in the High Republic. It's very noticeable that he has not had the one thing where they have kept canon to link each other up, made sure it's crossed over, have gone across all the medians. They do not let Dave touch any of it.
Is that part of the problem until they do an animated show, though?
No, I don't think he's going to have any part of it.
I don't think they're going to let him touch it at all.
I think my theory on this is the reason we have the High Republic is because of Dave. Mm-hmm. The story group said, we can't tell any stories that Dave might touch, that from the Clone Wars to Episode 7. Dave's got all that mapped out. So if we want to tell stories between those, we got to tell a honeymoon story. We got to tell a stupid Obi with the kid story, because those are things Dave's not going to touch.
Whoa, BK, hold on. Before all these people start saying Clone Wars, do know that a lot of you motherfuckers, if you even saw Clone Wars in the beginning, were bitching and complaining about it. So I don't want to hear this like
Sky Guy.
Sky Guy. Yeah, exactly. Everybody hate. I didn't give a shit about, but there's a lot of people who hated that shit. Yeah. So don't let's all not jump on it. Just like Lucas, where everybody's like, "Oh, Lucas wrote everything and directed everything." No, Lucas fucked a lot of things over in Star Wars, and he did the best episode. Everybody, I love how everybody's like, "Oh, Lucas is the greatest."
Thanks to early Filoni writing, we will now have a character forever called Stinky the Hutt.
Yeah, well, I like that character too, so shut up. But no, like everybody's like ride or die with Lucas. He's the best. He did everything. And then when you look at Empire, you're like, yeah, he did everything but Empire. Like the movie you guys all say is the best movies, the one that he had the least to deal with. So,
do you mind if I give my 2 cents on this?
Yeah, no, I don't give a shit. Go ahead.
Okay. You guys come from a point where, it kind of bothered me that it did break canon. I was a little upset about that. But you guys are all saying that he intentionally did it. Now, the only reason I think he actually didn't intentionally did it, because he broke his own canon with a very small detail. It's very, very tiny. And a group of people online caught it, and I had to go back and I rewatched it. It was Obi-Wan's haircut and the Ahsoka scene where they're watching her fight the droids. He's not supposed to have the mullet because Anakin has her as a Padawan in the Clone Wars movie where he doesn't have that haircut. So what I'm thinking he's doing is he's either delegating and not researching the book. I think they're going by memory, which you're supposed to do.
You got to remember, he actually, they put that Ahsoka book in front of him. He approved it okay and said it was canon, and then further went to piece by piece, rip it apart, shit on it. The same thing we talked about Eckley. It's very interesting. There's too many things. Like if there's smoke, there's fire. The whole Eckley thing, like how she was far more popular than him at Celebrations. She was doing way more for that character and everything else. And then slowly but surely, he's kind of tried to tilt her off a little bit too. She's kind of pushed her a little bit to the background. We should have got the Voss and Ventress stuff. We have. Can you explain to me why we haven't got Voss and Ventress? Because he put it down in his Clone War thing. It's a lot like George Lucas, where we had the Timothy and who's the guy that wrote Dark Empire when they got in the fight? Remember that, JJ? And Timothy then just started shitting and putting putting a bunch of stuff in the books to like kind of fuck with them all the time. Like we've seen this happen before, and what it leads to, and I think it's the biggest worry for me at least, and this is why I've tried to be a denier that it's happening, i.e. why I was so upset with the Obi-Wan series, because I'm like, this can't be happening, is we saw it happen before, and we went a dead period for like almost 2 decades of Star Wars content. Because when they're like, oh, well, I'm going to make, Pete just started off like, this is bullshit. They shouldn't announce stuff if they're not going to do it. Right. Well, that's what happens when one guy gets to it. And by the way, there's a collision coming when Thrawn, which is coming very, very soon, way before a lot of characters that people are talking about. When Thrawn comes, do know, no matter what fucking Dave thinks, that ain't Dave's character. That's Timothy's character.
I don't know if I agree with you. If there's going to be a thing coming, I just think they're going to stay away from that period. I mean, Dave has shown that he doesn't.
He's coming. He's coming.
I get that, but I don't think they're
Dave is in charge of.
They're not going to give Zahn another chance to write a book if he messes with it, and they're just going to put Zahn on the sideline.
But he doesn't. No, his books will be posted. By the way, Del Rey. Okay, well, this is what I'm telling you. Del Rey right now is already pissed because they're setting their fucking writers on fire. You can't sell that Ahsoka book anymore. That just took money out of Del Rey's pot.
Well, that's the other. That's the other issue too, right? I mean, if you do this, like
John isn't coming. Yeah, he's coming.
If you do a thing like what happened with the Ahsoka book, and you have a writer in E.K. Johnston who works on a lot of Star Wars books, how eager are they going to be to write Star Wars in the future?
Yeah.
They're saying, well, my story just got basically rewritten. I mean, talent-wise, they're going to have trouble talent-wise, I think, attracting other talent to be, hey, I really want to do a Star Wars novel. Well, who's to say it won't get written over?
No wiggle room around the idea that Tales may just be, loose.
No. So here's a quote I want to share. I pulled this up.
Maybe not.
Pete, I would agree with you. Hold up, Pete. I would agree with you, except for he came out and said that it's canon and it didn't sway canon. If he said, "Hey, dude, these are just tales that we've made up and they are not canon," dude, I'm down. I'm down. I love it.
Sure,
absolutely fucking amazing because they are fucking very well done.
But Dave has made it very clear. This is a quote from Dave that this was from right when they restarted canon, and they asked him about his understanding of canon. Having worked with George, I can tell you, it was always very clear, and he made it very clear, that the films and the TV shows were the only things that he considered canon.
Yep.
That was it.
That was a question they asked him about the expanded universe, right?
But it keeps going on. Everything else was a world of fun ideas, exciting characters, great possibilities, but the EU was created to explore all those things. I know and I fully expect people's opinions about the next part of canon, with the new one. But from the filmmaking world that I was brought into, TV and film were it.
That's because Lucas can't fucking write.
But that's how Dave is. That's Dave.
Well, that's because he loves Lucas, and Lucas can't fucking write. Lucas can't write. He can't write a screenplay. He can't write a fucking book.
I don't think it's a writing thing as much as it is a control thing. It's just Lucas wanted that control over Star Wars, and when he sold it, he lost that control. But he had that control up until then, and he also was a money thing. I mean, if the expanded universe would have never existed if Lucas didn't want the money from it.
Yeah, there was the money, but we also had a dead period where there was a lot of because of that. So I mean, it is a cock block, right? Like the quality. You have to admit the quality wasn't exactly great during those eras. Like it just wasn't. And unfortunately, like Dave can say what he wants about that, but Dave also too isn't writing anything soon. But he also has a quote of saying that Ahsoka book is canon. So like, which one is it? Is it like, okay, it's canon, but then it's not canon when I want to do something on a character?
When the TV overrules it, the TV makes it not canon to Dave.
You guys go to more cons and probably watch more panels than I do. And Filoni does panels, right, at like San Diego and these big cons, or does he not?
Yeah, not really.
Not lately, but he has in the past. Yeah.
Or a celebration.
So he's going to get asked. You figure he's going to get asked this question, right? At some point.
No. They don't. No. That's not how that works.
No, they preview the question.
He gets interviewed by a Star Wars person. Mm-hmm. Him and John play tickle and hide the finger up each other's asshole,
so
and then they laugh.
He gets the political treatment then, basically.
All of his
White Glove
interviews are on through like E or somebody like that. They're not through anything else. What I was going to say though, Dom, we've talked about this before. Like you're like, oh man, we should get Afra. Like Here's the thing, though. Here's the reason why when we get into the next thing, I don't think we're going to get Afra. As more I've thought about this ever, I don't think we are going to get Afra as long as Dave is in charge of this time period.
But it's kind of
because
funny
let me finish, Dave. Because he's not going to respect Afra's story. You can't give a key character to Dave if you know Dave's not going to respect a key character story that hasn't appeared on the TV screen.
And that hasn't been done.
If he's not going to respect that story, they can't bring Afra to the screen because everybody would be mad. So instead of this time period is run by Dave and John. And if that's true and he doesn't respect stories, you're not going to get Afra on the big screen in that time period.
I think you will. I disagree with that. I think you will. It's a popular enough character that I think but it's not going to be the Afra you recognize. I think you're right in the fact that
but
it's not that's going to piss a lot of people off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But Afra doesn't.
I mean, they did it.
Afra's story doesn't cross over with any of Filoni's characters.
He does now because Filoni thinks he has Vader and he thinks he has Obi. So
and he has
Black K.
And he's got Black K.
And Cad Bane.
And he has Cad Bane.
Does interact. You're not going to get.
You better start looking at how many characters there's a reason we haven't seen Voss. There's a reason why we haven't seen Ventress. Like what these guys are saying.
So we should one of these days we should go over then Filoni's stable of characters because I didn't know he had.
That's huge because he pulls them into animation and TV. I mean that's the whole point. But the version he pulls in isn't always, to use a Pet Cemetery reference, what you put in isn't always what comes back or whatever.
Yeah, right.
So the version you put in is not the same as that he's putting out. And so you're going to see Afra, but you won't see an Afra that you recognize necessarily.
I think she's too big that they won't let it. Like Black K, you can mess with Black K. That's fine. Cobb Vanth, he completely changed Cobb Vanth's story around. Small character.
Well, that also was something else going around in the background. So, I mean.
Thrawn is a little bit different. He's messing with that one. That's a big character. But I think Afra.
I don't know, dude.
I don't think they're going to give him Afra because they can't trust him. That's my guess.
If he messes up, dude, I'm telling you, if he starts fucking with Thrawn, shit's going to hit the fan. But they already won't let him into the High Republic. The story group is those books that they're selling right now for the High Republic, all those novels, including that whatever shit we read today, are doing very well. Like they are very popular and doing.
So interesting. Bringing a guy who says, "I don't care what you're doing over there if it's not on the TV screen or the films. I don't give a shit what you do." But meanwhile, keep writing them books. Like, of course they don't want him in the room.
Well, an interesting avenue that I think they should explore more. But they're going to run into a problem. They've started probably running into it already. Is do what they did with Jed's going to hate this, but do what they did with Visions, and take off the cuffs and come out ahead of time and say it's not canon.
I agree.
What you're seeing isn't canon. That's what they did. They took off the cuffs of canon and they said, "You guys create whatever you want to create. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be as zany as you want it to be, but it's not canon." But now they run into an issue of you've literally had a character now from Visions that has had an animated series, been in Visions, been in a comic, and been in a novel.
Dave product. And not a Dave product.
Well, not a canon product. He's still technically not canon.
And he's done very well. That's what I'm saying.
And
with all this other stuff
toys,
doing well.
They have things based off it. Merchandise.
Yeah.
So
but what we're saying is like with these other it's one thing when Dave can put out Resistance and people can still that piece of shit and people can still say he can do no wrong, right? That's one thing. But when other people, it doesn't matter because he had some hits on his hand. He can have a couple failures. But when all of a sudden other shit that's really popular is going like, yo, and we don't have you involved, and we're making a shit ton of money for Disney. Kennedy's job is about making fucking money. It has nothing to do with Dave being a savior or anything. It literally has to do with making fucking money. And the High Republic, no matter what people think, has made them a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
Like a lot of money across the board. And they haven't even put shit into it. They let a bunch of smelly ass writers sit in a room for 6 months and diddle together. Like smelly. Because writers
seems overly harsh.
What do you think? You think Dave doesn't view this as a big deal, or even Ashley for that matter, based on that interview?
No,
because from what I remember from reading the novel and from what I got out of the little arc, nothing that happened will probably affect Ahsoka's story going forward, right? I mean,
but
nothing.
That book is garbage.
Pray I don't alter any further.
If you really take that, Ashley Eckstein, she didn't really. I mean, it was Johnson who did the book, but like if you take that interview and look at what she's saying and how she's saying it, you could tell she's like somebody said, she wants to keep her paycheck. There was
Well, yeah, she admitted she collaborated on the novel. I think she said that.
She
Right.
did, but she also doesn't want to be disassociated. And when she was talking about like, well,
Don't cut me loose.
Technically, you can, I guess, go around and maybe if you trick your brain, it could be canon. When she says that, she's saying it's bullshit. She's saying this is some bullshit. Like that ass. She's like, I'm not gonna throw him under the bus, but this is some bullshit. That's what that interview said.
Well, no,
I don't know how you read it.
Just talk around things. You just
It's a CYA answer, and I don't blame her for that.
Oh, I don't either. No.
I don't blame her for that one bit.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But you could tell that she wasn't like, yeah, well, it could fit because of the X, Y, and Z. She's like, well, if, I guess it could fit if you just say that it happened after the book. Like, it's bullshit. We all know that shit was in the middle of the fucking book. They did the fucking farm thing. They chased her. We understand where that shit was. It was right fucking there. He shat all over that stuff.
And I think it's one thing to take like a comic and change it. Because I think out of the mediums, I know it's weird for us to say this because we talk comics a lot on the show, but out of the mediums of Star Wars, I think comic even falls below novels.
No, agreed.
And the problem you're going to create eventually is how long will it be before, let's say, there's a TV show that then Dave writes over because he didn't create that TV show.
Yeah,
something like Kenobi, or something like that.
I mean, I think he respects other TV enough, but I think that's why TV will not go into the areas that he's touching. So, like any of his characters.
It won't till John gets his first bomb. As soon as John, because Star Wars, you were right. And the thing, if somebody has a bad movie, they move on from that person real quick. Like
they do.
So the first time John's got a bomb and he's not there to tickle Dave's pinky, like somebody else is going to get in there and make a movie in the first or TV show. And the first one that hits, that's going to, and it might be Acolyte, by the way. We might see it. If Acolyte hits, we might see a power swing start to happen.
But that's fine. But that's not in the time period. Still.
Oh, no, I agree. But once again, you're thinking about this as a fight like that. Dave wants control. When somebody else is popular, name anybody that's been popular in Star Wars, like Eckstein. He does come for them, and he just ruins their stuff. I mean, you got to imagine if you're an artist or you, as an artist, you do not want somebody spray painting over your mural. And that's what he's doing. He just spray paints over people's murals. And you could use whatever excuse you want, but he called that. I mean, what's more insulting? Calling it.
I don't know yet.
What's more insulting?
I'm just answering Jerome's question.
What is more insulting? Calling something canon and then doing what he did, or saying the first thing? Well, I see movies and TV because he did.
I mean, I think they're both insulting, but I think now the story group knows that they can't trust Dave.
No, Acolyte's not supposed to suck. We don't know. They're just starting to film.
And I think that's why we're not getting the stories that we want. That's what makes me most frustrated.
Yeah.
We aren't getting the stories we want because they can't trust Dave to adhere to the stories because Dave's going to tell his own story later. And that, to me, as somebody who loves comics, who loves books, I want these stories. And I don't want to be beholden to an individual or a group of individuals having to tell that story.
So the point I was trying to make, like, you already kind of have it in a way, right? Of TV writing over itself, in that you have Favreau, who did Mandalorian, got the green light to do Book of Boba Fett, wrote all of Book of Boba Fett, but literally wrote over his own show, more or less.
Yeah.
He says, I'm going to do a Boba Fett show, but I'm going to bring my other character in Mandalorian and pretty much make the last 3 episodes about him.
Which means which is, once again, because Boba Fett isn't his character. Like that.
It is now.
Well, I don't know.
We will get no more Boba Fett while they're at the helm, and it's not apart from that. We will get no Boba Fett books. We'll get no Boba Fett comics. We'll get no Boba Fett anything because Dave and John now have that character and might tell that character. So sorry, Dom, we're not getting anything except for what they tell us.
So good.
Right. I mean that. Yeah.
And if they don't want to tell that story,
I might have to go to Star Wars Celebration and tell my 2 cents is there.
Yeah, I mean, but this is where the slippery slope starts to happen with what we've been seeing for a little bit and kind of probably trying to push under the rug because I don't think any of us are not fans of well, I think John's a piece of shit, but Dave is like, I like Dave.
I don't have anything against Favreau. I just think he can write.
Yeah. Listen, John Favreau
take away his pen.
Has ideas, and he talks to Filoni, and Filoni says you can't put that in there. Like certain words you can't use in Star Wars.
I don't think that's what happens. I think
but now, if you notice now,
Like
look at the
wizard.
words they use hours. They're using the word hour. It was never hours before, if you really think about it. They're using the word more like humanized things, more earth-based things in in the shows, which is kind of crazy because things change. Like look, ducks, hell, God, all these things. I know these things all are universal, but Star Wars never really had that stuff, and they have a lot of earth-based words now.
What do you mean they're talking about hour? What do you mean by that?
well, it used to be like John and Dave. John used to kiss Dave's ass all the time. Be like, oh well, Dave's in charge of stuff, so he'll take care of it. Dave will take care of it, and he has. I see what Dom's saying. It's no, John, it's our stuff. It's our stuff. Oh yeah, Dave, it is our stuff. I mean, so they have been using more of a we've been working together in our stuff, and I get that. Our offices are right next to each other, so I just shout through the wall. Hee hee. And
So
then
Mickey Mouse.
yeah, well, his voice is very high and screechy and cracks all the time. So but what I'm saying is like, so I see where Dom's coming from that. I don't blame. I mean, it's got to be great having somebody tell you how smart you are and how great you are every day. And that's what John does. He tells Dave, we've seen it before. He does it all the time, even in interviews. And like, when you get to that point, I mean, who's to tell Dave that he's wrong? And to be honest with you, he should have a point, but he should also know the history of that. If you keep going down this route, you're going to give us crap. And we're going to, for everybody that says like, oh, well, casual fans, we're not going to get casual fans. We're not going to get any fans because there's
you're telling the story of the rise of the empire amongst the people making the stories about Star Wars at this point.
Well,
Like,
we saw it with Lucas.
Power.
It's not. This is actually we're talking about the sequels at this point.
Power away from the Senate. And
We're talking about the
John
sequels.
Favreau or Jar Jar Binks is making recommendations.
He's the Jar Jar Binks of Star Wars.
We give the
But like,
Wayseeker,
He did give the deciding vote in the Senate to
I know he did, and so's John. That's right. He does. He's the Jar. That's Jar Jar's fucking Favreau.
Wayseeker made a point. Wayseeker made a comment a minute ago about not being any more Boba Fett comics, and I think it ties into something that he wanted to bring up regarding the Mandalorian comics that we're seeing now. Is that?
I mean, I said earlier, we can't. They can't give us a different story. They can only tell us the exact story that Dave is told because Dave's not going to follow another story. So the only story we
before
can
these
channel.
That's
before
why
the Mandalorian
comics
came out. Before the Mandalorian comics came out, we were talking: are we going to get the movie or the series, or hey, we might get some prequel,
Side
blah
stories,
blah blah.
yeah. We're not getting
And it
side
seems like if I understand Wayseeker correct, we're not going to see anything other than what we've already seen on the TV because that is, like Pete's saying, he's got a tight hold over that storyline.
Yeah, TV
Or he's just not
or
going to
movie.
respect it. If somebody came out with a story, they wouldn't
Well,
respect
it was
it.
kind of funny when
Like,
War of the Bounty Hunters was being done. The writer of War of the Bounty Hunters said they couldn't use Fennec Shan. They had a whole thing to use Fennec Shan. And Disney said, nope, you can't use Fennec Shan.
Oh, it's not Disney. It's Dave. It's very
Well, Dave,
clear
I'm just
that
saying, the
was.
whole fact is that Dave, so apparently they had big plans
Ming
for
Na
Fennec
Wen
Shan
is
to be part of
mine.
War of the Bounty Hunters.
Can't have her.
And it never happened.
No,
So
hey,
a lot of
Terry.
characters they can't use in the comics. And like the same thing, a lot of characters from the comics they can't use in live action.
I think
Like,
I don't think Terry's too far off.
I don't think he's too far. But the problem with that is we saw this happen before, and what we got was a stoppage of production of Star Wars content, right? Because if you don't have the hardcore fans buying up all the comics, all the novels, and
I think there was other issues to that too. But yeah,
it sounds
We're
very
beyond that
similar.
point, though.
But see, that's the difference now, Marco. They have the higher public. They can just retreat to a different time period. And
Yeah, which will be fine.
And I'm fine with that. Like Dave has this time period because Dave is a great storyteller. I love Dave's storytelling. I don't want to say that. I don't want to make it seem like I don't love Dave. Dave Rebels is one of my favorite Star Wars.
I like both
anything
Clone Wars and
ever.
Rebels.
I
think
love
they're great.
most of
I
Dave's
think
stuff,
Resistance is shit.
but I don't like how Dave doesn't respect other people's storytelling, and it is crippling what stories that we can get right
but
now.
wasn't he the big reason they had the storyboard too? Like
He was. He was the one that said
Oh.
originally. He was the one that said Pablo, keep it online. I love Pablo. I love the story group. I follow the story. He said all that, but he also said that book, that Ahsoka book, was canon, and he doesn't give a shit.
Well, I think
doesn't
that's why
give a
the
shit.
solution to me is to do, something similar to Visions, where if they want a
Yeah,
clean
Dave
slate,
first.
start with a clean slate, say it's not canon. If you want to bring characters into canon, then you can Dave can rewrite their background all they want because they weren't canon prior. So, just like they basically rewrote Thrawn's background when they made him canon, you can do that with a non-canon character. you
Yeah,
know?
I mean, they could just have Dave verse. Like, I wouldn't mind a Filoni verse. I would love
Yeah.
that. That'd be awesome.
I mean, you had that with DC Animated. It was great for so long. You pretty much had the Tim verse from Bruce Timm
Yeah,
and Paul
yeah,
Dini and those guys. And that was not Batman canon, but nobody gave a crap. It was still good stuff.
Yeah, they kept their own canon and their own.
Right.
Could-
Okay, but let me ask you guys something. When Disney bought out Lucasfilm, does anybody remember Pablo Hidalgo making a statement saying something like, "If there is a break in the canon, that the live action and the movies would trump everything else"?
No,
I just
Pablo has
remembered
never
that.
said that.
I just
Never.
remembered that.
Pablo is.
I'm gonna
Pablo-
Pablo Hidalgo
not
says a
only
lot of
said
stuff, though. So who
He
knows?
might, yeah. I don't, but that's not how
I don't
he
remember that,
understands
but
canon. No, I don't think
How
so.
it was supposed to be sold was that it
Somebody
was like,
Google it.
yeah.
Let us know in the
Google it.
chat.
All right. Well, does anybody else have anything to add on to the end part of that? I think it was good. I mean,
No,
it
I think
it
it's
is.
good.
This is the one thing I want to say, and Wayseeker brought it up, and it does make a good point. For those people who are like, I don't care, I just care about the comics, though. And as JJ said, comics are the low man on the totem pole. Like when he starts erasing
Like
stuff,
it or not.
when he starts erasing stuff, some of those books you paid a lot of money
Yeah,
for
I
might
know.
get erased too.
I know.
They do
but
go down in value.
I'm more park my car in Dave's garage though, in that I'm paying more attention to the movies and the TV because I don't keep up with. I fall behind on the comics. I can't
Well-
keep up with reading the novels. So
Yeah, but you'll be happy because you'll be able to buy the
Well, think-
Darth Vader 3 for cheap. The
Well,
variant
think
cover
about
that you
this.
always wanted.
Think
Or
about this.
Clone Wars 1.
The stories in the comic books are some of them are outrageous stories that you wouldn't think that they would be in canon compared to the movies, that you would ever see things that happen in the comics ever make it to live
Like
action.
what?
Oh, there's a couple of things. Vader, Vader riding the beast, finding Exegol, outrageous stuff.
I get Dom's point. Like, it's the same way with novels. It's like there's stuff you never see on screen, and you don't probably want to see on screen in some of them. So,
Oh yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Darth Lopez trolling the chat, not doing a good job.
No, he's
Stepping game
not.
up.
because he
He's
agrees with me.
He just,
Oh.
he just likes
Thank you for
he just
subscription and
likes the
step your
TV
game up.
and the movies, and that should be canon. And
Yeah,
that's-
well, he
if that's
I mean,
what you like, that's fine.
no,
But
which
that's
is
what
fine.
Dave-
No, I agree.
That's what
But
Dave
then,
wants to
You
me.
know what you could do? You know what
That's
you could do?
fine.
It could be adjacent to the movies, like Amy Pascal said. Oh, the Spider-Man and Sony is adjacent to the MCU.
right, I get that, but what my biggest problem is, you don't have to shit on everybody to do it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you don't have to shit on everybody. Like, I mean, you're getting to a point where it's like, oh, hey,
Yeah,
let's go shit
it's
on
not like
everybody.
they didn't make these shows over the weekend. Like they had time. They could have made an intern check. Does any of this shit contradict anything in any of the stuff we had before?
Oh, they
it does?
already knew because they had their statements ready. They had the statements ready ahead of time.
So how much do you
Well,
think?
that just is more. They just probably didn't care. Like I'm not going to bother.
But this is the Tales thing. Like Tales wasn't a project that was sanctioned like by LucasArts when it came out. Like it wasn't like, hey Dave, we want you to do this. Like this was Dave's idea. Dave then just went to somebody and said, here's my idea. Like, I mean, I don't even know if Story Group even had a chance to even have a say in anything because they didn't.
I think that
Which
it was
once
just
again,
a
what
Dave
JJ
project.
said,
Like
which once
main
again,
man.
JJ said is right. You should just do it in the Filoni verse and cool, man.
No,
Make it
Filoni,
count.
Yeah.
Filoni had ideas from the Clone Wars. He had a lot of unwritten stuff that he didn't do, and he didn't get a chance to do because it was canceled. So a lot of the stuff that he's doing now is from.
Oh, he didn't have a lot, Dom. He didn't have a lot actually.
Hmm.
He had.
All
right.
You're just
Well,
talking about the
regardless,
3 extra things.
what are
Yeah,
we
we
going
got to
to
move
next?
along though.
Yeah.
We
What
have
are we
to
going
move
to next? It's already 90 minutes.
What are we? Are we going Andor? Or are we gonna? What time is it? How long will we be in? Can we get
We're
through
an hour and a
Andor
half
real
in.
quickly, or do we draft? Let's
do
just
draft.
do draft and then we'll do Andor at the end. Okay, is everybody okay with that?
It's fine.
Yes.
Don't
Okay.
matter
I'm
to me.
gonna explain the draft. Yeah, 128.50. Here we go.
Wait. Before you explain the draft, let me run our pick order so this way I can work in the background on getting everything set while you
Okay.
explain the game.
So what we're going to do here is everybody here. We decided we were going to do. A couple people have also asked us
set up what the draft is.
in the chat lately. They've asked us, hey, what books do you see for the next year in the future being good books for Star Wars? Everybody has a different opinion. What we ended up doing was asking everybody's opinion in our private chat for everybody to throw in a couple books in a couple different categories. Our categories span everything from Marvel OG to High Republic variants to magazines. There's how many categories are there? There's 6?
8.
One, two, three,
8 categories.
For all those people who are aware how fantasy football works, it's kind of a little something like that. Star Wars Marvel OG would be the quarterback. Dark Horse Keys would be the running back.
Variant,
You only
Marvel,
get one
IDW
book
keys.
per position. The scoring system is going to work as follows. After we all draft our teams, we will go behind and grab the last 3-month sale average of those books, hopefully in 9.8. If it's raw, we'll just
keep everything in context. Not because raw.
So
crazy,
if it's raw, we'll put an R next to it. If it's not, we'll keep it in.
Right.
Right.
Some of these won't have sales for.
Some of them won't have sales. We'll do our best we can with them.
We'll do our best.
Yeah. So then, how we do it is 3 months from now, we will go back and look at each team and what the percent difference is between it. We will reset the prices to that, and you will either have a plus percentage number or a minus percentage number after a year, which will be 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. It'll be over. We will add things in if we can, but we're going to try to see how this works for a year. Hopefully it works well. There's a lot of yelling at me for this. Fine. I told you we're not going to play any more games.
It's all right. You can.
I have a feeling John Sanders' comment is sarcastic. Only 8 categories.
I hope
Dude, do you know how hard it was to get 9 books with only 8 categories?
There was a lot of yelling first, and then you can explain more before we do the actual draft.
So we are now going to draft who gets what pick order.
Yeah, well, we're going to do our pick order, and we're going to run it like a snake draft, like a regular fantasy draft. So this is a fantasy site. I put our 7 names in, so you can see they're alphabetical. It's Dom, Jedi, JJ, Marco, me, Ruben, and Wayseeker. I'm going to hit the button. It's going to randomize our order.
Just do it. Nobody gives a shit.
That's going to be the order. Ready? What is this? Yes, I want to proceed. That's why I hit the button. Randomizing order. First, then Marco, then Jedi, then me, then JJ, then Dom.
Damn.
But it's gonna go. It's gonna go snake. So Ruben's gonna get 2 picks. Okay.
Yeah, you get 2. You get the snake. You get to do back to back.
You did that thing, whatever.
I have to say, I'm coming in here as like the guy that didn't research fantasy football at all, going to his fantasy draft.
Oh, you and me
like,
both.
what the hell's going on?
Research. Let's just pick comic books. But
you're just gonna pick comic books. So you could pick. You can only pick one out of each category. We will show you some of the books that are, or when you call it out, we will do it. There are now, because there was some discrepancy. People are like, most of these were inputs by one of the people here, at least one of the people here on the panel. There are some books that we got yelled at why we don't cover these books that much. So we decided to add those in too.
I got to double check our order here. So what was it again? What do you think? Marco, Jedi, and me. Okay.
How much time do we have to make a pick? 10 seconds?
No, you can
get some time.
Oh, God, it's going to take forever.
No, it won't.
No, you only need to pick 8 books.
I got.
All right, who's first? Wayseeker?
I'm ready.
Wayseeker?
Hang on.
What category are you picking
I'm not
out?
ready.
All right, you let me know when you're ready. Marvel OG.
You're going to start with Marvel OG.
You were all into mags, and now you're going Marvel OG. Okay, give us Marvel OG.
What? What you say, Marco?
You were we had to add Star Wars mags, and you start off with
my
Star Wars
first
OG.
pick.
You're not going to make that your first pick.
My first pick.
We had to add Star Wars. We would have only done so many categories, but we had to add Star Wars mags. Okay, go ahead.
OG is the hardest category.
Okay.
So I'm going Star Wars 1.
I don't need this anymore. Hold on, let me get rid of that one. All right, don't need that one.
Heck? Okay, Star Wars 1. I would agree. That is the hardest category.
It's the hardest category, and there's lots of other picks in other categories, so I wanted to take the hardest category. Star Wars 1.
All right, so you're going Star Wars 1, which means I need to bring. Did you show them a slide, Marco, of Star Wars 1?
Yeah,
we all know what Star Wars looks like. A lot of work for Pete.
It is. That's why I'm like,
He's like, fuck you guys.
Wow.
Now, fuck, I gotta find it. There it is.
This is interesting. This is interesting.
Oh wait, you know what? To make it easier, I'm gonna fix this too. So Wayseeker. It's up the line.
Hey, this Pete's kind of like, fuck you guys in the comic book draft.
Marco's 2.
Marco's 2.
Yeah, Marco's 2. See, I got to do. This is what I was trying to do. This is why I wanted Marco to explain the whole thing while I did this in the background, but he kept on fucking talking, and then I couldn't get to running the.
Where are the categories again?
Don't you have it in front of you on your phone?
No, no,
What the
Come
hell?
on, Marco.
I can't be showing you that while I'm doing this.
Come
Oh
on.
my god. All right. Because I'm probably going into something Dark Horse.
Oh, here, okay. Now I can show it. Now that I think I've got the order.
You don't have your own fantasy draft
It's
layout in front of
Marvel,
you.
it's Marvel OG, Dark Horse variants, Marvel IDW, Marvel IDW variants.
I'll take
High
Clone
Republic-
Wars. I'll take
High
Clone
Republic
Wars 1.
variants.
I'll take
Magazine.
Clone Wars 1. DH variants, Clone Wars 1.
That's a bad choice.
No, it isn't.
So wait, I just want to make sure this is increase in value just over 1 year.
Yeah, so it's 1 year.
Well,
1 year,
we're gonna
okay.
start 1 year. It might go longer.
Well, I thought it was over the quarter. I thought it's by the time we
Well,
check it.
quarter
It's
by
3
quarter,
months. Yeah, it's so that's what you got to think. It's 3, 6, 9, and then year. So it's percentage difference.
So it's my turn.
All right, your
Yeah.
turn. Yep.
We gotta fill up the sheet though. We gotta go back to the tier list or what?
For everybody that
Oh,
was
yeah.
looking.
Oh, I'll move. I'll move.
You
it
can do that
there.
in the background. That's the book I chose.
That's the book. Yeah, show them the book.
Just,
People want to see.
just
the book.
after
They
bashing Dave
wanna
Filoni,
see it.
I chose that book.
I hate Dave Filoni. I'm just going to use his book though.
Well, I try to find it.
Make sure you yell it when you say I hate him. And then say,
6 is right. This is kind of like Jeopardy.
all right,
Well,
all right, what do you got?
Help on all the categories. He probably hasn't seen.
So this isn't
it-
gonna.
Hey, it's top row. Top
Hold on,
row.
let him go.
Is it
Mid
top
center.
row? There it is.
Right
I
there.
got it. Thank
Let him
you,
go.
Ruben.
Jedi, go ahead.
So this is not going to affect my pick at all. But we are not. How are we differentiating between newsstand and direct?
We're not.
We're not.
We're not. Okay.
We can't.
I will take Heir to the Empire 1 for Thrawn.
Ooh.
Nice.
That was the other book I was thinking about. All right. Good job. Heir to the Empire 1. There's a cover. There we go.
God damn
Who
it.
is next in the list?
It's gonna be me, but I gotta get this done first.
Well, Heir to the Empire 1. There we go.
There it is.
That's why you asked the newsstand thing. Very good. That's interesting. I thought people were going to go for Star Wars after you pulled 1.
What?
I was hoping that more people would start pulling out of the OG Star Wars list.
There's only been
I'm
3
debating
picks.
it.
You're the second one.
Yeah, well, he didn't go
There's
for
been
that.
1 pick from it.
He didn't go for it. All right. Pete, do you
More
got
people.
I'm going to go with, and I'll update the other sheet next.
what
I'm
category?
going to pull from, because again, I'm thinking 3 months. What we're going to get in 3 months. I'm going to pull from the Marvel IDW non-variant side and take
Ooh.
Kanan 1.
Ooh,
Because
nice.
we're going to be getting Sabine in a few months.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, is
We'll
that
start seeing a bump
and by
there.
the way, with that's a very I actually really like that book. I'm mad
That's
at
a
it. that you
6.
picked-
Not
Oh,
me.
that's
We
6.
picked 1.
Where is one?
I'm not one. Well, oh, did I click 6? I didn't want to click 6.
No,
I
no, I
fucking
clicked
hate
6 when I was
but-
trying to go for 1.
Marco did it, not you.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I screwed up because you
It
got
should be right in front
I
of it.
see 6 and 12,
No,
but I
that's
don't see
12.
1. I know. I can't find 12 on the or 1 on the slide list. Okay, well it's not there, so
Oh, it might not be there for you. What am I looking for?
it's all right. We'll move
Oh
along.
shit, it is missing.
That's
But
why I
you
was
guys
trying to-
know what it is. So I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna-
we know Kanan.
Can't anyone. Okay,
Put the ring in
next
the roll.
up is who?
I
JJ?
guess it's me. Yeah.
Okay, JJ.
I'll bring up the list to help you in a
That-
second.
yeah, I don't know the list.
Oh,
Yeah,
because we
yeah,
highlight
yeah,
the list. We
JJ's
can
coming
fill this
in
out
behind,
later, I
basically.
guess. Let's just do the highlighted list.
You can pick a book and.
I don't think I
I'll
know
pick
the
a
book.
book.
Well, do you want to pick from an established category or?
Wow, chat's
or
going crazy.
blazing
Too.
your
I
own
can't see Kay.
trail?
Oh, wait a minute. We got the sexy Russians in here. Nobody blocked her.
I
Yeah,
got
because
him.
we're all busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't look at the sexy
6 is
Russians.
not
You guys
first
got to
full,
take care of
everyone.
that.
No, not everybody.
This
agrees
is-
with me.
This is tough. I'm gonna go OG Star Wars. I don't think it'll be back around when I come up, and I think it's gonna make gains because I think it's gonna catch closer and closer to 1. But I'm gonna go 2.
I thought
Two
about
OG
it. That's
Star
why I
Wars.
was looking at
Yeah.
OG too.
Okay.
I think it's gonna make gains,
Good.
even though Kenobi's over with. I don't know.
All right, cool.
Nobody
So
will be
everybody, I'm going back up to find 2. There goes 2. 2 it is. Okay. Good
Yeah.
stuff. We're not doing like the variants either, or like the newsstand or the director.
Yeah, we're not. Differentiating that. way.
Hence or whatever else. Okay.
Where
So
the
that leaves us
hell
with
are
Dom.
you?
Dom, do you need the list?
No,
Yeah, I'll get it in a second.
I think I know what I
Star
want.
Wars 2.
Dom, what are you going with?
well,
This will
I am
get easier as we get near the
I am
end.
definitely going to go with the top quarterback in the
Huh?
draft. OG, first Boba Fett, 42.
I figured 42.
No,
would be
well,
No.
because they got to look at it this way because he's actually coming back in Mando season 3. He's going to have some play, and they're going to make him badass again.
Yeah. Get right on that.
That they aren't going to do, but fair enough. All right, we all have dreams.
If somebody
Ruben.
picked that before Dom, I think Dom would have quit the show forever.
Ruben, we probably just need to add
That's
Ruben
not
to the
it.
Hangouts. Ruben, do you
That's
want
not
to?
Yeah, we gotta add
it.
you to the
Do you want to see the list, Ruben?
Yeah, let me see the list real quick.
Let's see the
I
list.
gotta.
all right. Let me. I was having a
Hey,
hard
by
time.
the way,
finding Star Wars too.
is anybody surprised with who Dom picked?
Nah.
Was anybody
No.
surprised? I was surprised with some of the books
I
Dom
thought
put in
about
here.
taking it before.
By the way, if Dom doesn't pick some of the books he put in here, I'm calling him out on what some of the books he added to this list. But I am not surprised on what he did with 42.
Okay, Ruben, we got a bunch of books. If you want to pick a category that you're interested in, we can show you those.
Thank you.
So you can get a better idea. But again, it's Marvel OG, Dark Horse, regular and variant, Marvel IDW, regular and variant, High Republic, regular variant, and then magazine.
Nobody's surprised. Nobody's
Nobody's
surprised.
surprised.
Magazines
reason
is kind of like our kicker, I guess.
Yeah, the only reason I'm going to pick this one, I mean, it's pretty on the top, but the Thrawn 1 in 50 from Marvel 2016.
Nice pick.
And you get 2 picks here. Well, you can't pick another from that category though.
Right.
So that's your pick from the variants, but you get another pick, whatever.
Books. The
you decide
Matina.
it to be.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry.
That's
I just see them all in my head, so I don't. I think the picture's up there. It's not fucking up there. My bad.
Yeah,
My
that
bad,
part I'm
everybody.
hoping on you can figure out.
The Matina
I got it.
there
You got it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh. Also, the dust jacket cover that Matina just touched up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your second?
So
pick?
I get a second pick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you did.
because we're gonna go backwards, so you get started off the next round.
I get you. Oh.
Yeah. Snake.
You know what?
You're
Let me.
crying about being last. I figured we should just do Serpentine.
I didn't cry. I just said I'm
Yeah,
last.
You have to. It's the only way to do it fair.
That's fair. It's
Yeah,
fair,
that's
it's fair.
true. It's absolutely. I'm gonna go ahead and do one of the Star Wars mags,
Okay.
Ooh.
only because
he's
again,
got a bubble.
it's coming up.
Oh.
I'm thinking the Ahsoka Virgin.
Ooh, you could.
Ooh.
I have the regular. I don't have the virgin.
Did we didn't do it as a virgin though, did we? Oh, wait. No,
Yes,
no,
we
no.
did.
says
We
Ahsoka
did.
Virgin.
I reminded you. It was hard to find a picture
It
of
said
it.
Ahsoka Virgin.
All right, we
hit the
did.
sub.
All right, the sub. Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
I
there
didn't-
was a time you could go to the Titan website and order a lot of these back issues.
Butt ton.
They're gone now. The good ones, at least.
Shh. Don't tell people that, Pete.
Sorry,
You can
they're
still-
gone now.
No, people check it like daily now.
Yeah, it's.
All
I
right.
looked at it yesterday. I was looking when I was checking. I was
Back
like,
up is Dom. Dom, you are back on the list.
Yeah, Dom, you're back on the clock.
All right. Hey, listen, I'm going with this book because I believe that she will come, and no matter what type of character we're gonna get Dr. Aphra. I want the 1 in 25 Dr. Aphra.
Ooh.
Beta 3.
I was wondering if that would fall down to me and coming back on the go around, but nope. All right, I gotta find it.
Definitely a book I need. I
So
need
expensive already.
Jedi loves that book.
I can
If
show you mine
anybody
if you
has
want.
any copies for cheap, let me know.
Jedi had a copy.
Ain't nobody got a cheap
$35.
copy of that book, dude.
Had a 9.8 of that book, for God's sake.
Damn.
Dude, they're trying to tell you where to go. Jedi's gonna take a long pop. Don't worry about it. All right, JJ, you are up. JJ, what do we got, bud?
Let me see here. I think looking at it hard here.
Yeah.
I think the first pick I'm gonna make here off the Dark Horse list, and I may regret it, but I'm gonna go with the Dynamic Forces Jedi versus Sith one.
Ooh, I was
Damn
thinking
you.
of it. I was thinking of
Damn
taking
you.
Marco's
I
book.
think I'm gonna take it.
Damn you.
I was gonna take Marco's book.
So this
Marco's
is what
already
we're doing
taken that
here now.
category,
We're
so
just
he's out.
going through and taking books that I have.
Yeah, that's what we're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing now.
I think that's a good pick.
Yeah, it is.
It is. I
Red
gotta
Dark
find
Bane.
it so I can pick it. Where the hell is it?
My only fear is that it's already so expensive that it won't go up that much, but who knows?
It's. Well, I would be more afraid that no copies come up to sell to even get you a fair price.
It's
Yeah,
top
that's
row
cool.
next to the red boba. Top row next to the red boba.
See, eagle eyes.
Right there.
That's what I need Ruben for.
Yeah, it was sharp eyes.
Can't see anything.
All right.
We got
pick,
that. Oh, so that means it's
Good,
my
good
pick. I had one in mind, but I got to look at the list because I was picking it this way.
What was it?
Even though this is not the first appearance of the item, I still feel like a lot of people are going to gravitate towards it because it's like comic books and they love, the comic book version. I'm going to go off of the Dark Horse variant list, and I'm going to take Son of Dathomir 1, the Wizard, because
Wow.
Darksaber coming back. People are going to be excited by Mando 3. That's the way I'm playing. I'm
think about
playing
it.
this
I
off
didn't
of
think that,
what's
yeah.
coming.
I like that pick.
That's
I
the
like that
angle
pick
I'm
too.
going.
I like that pick too.
Either. This shit's so small I can't see half the shit.
All right, I'll help you out. Just tell me
His
where
old
you're
man eyes.
Yeah, I can't. I fucking got this thing blown up. I don't think it's in there, so we're just gonna move on. That slide's not in there.
Darksaber definitely.
Marco has like
Because that would be slide
Marco has
16.
an
It's not
8-inch
there.
monitor
That's
because
all
he
right.
doesn't believe in
Slide
technology.
11 and
That's really
16
the
both
problem.
aren't there. I'm
What
looking
slide's
for two
not there?
11 and 16. Sorry.
Ah, shit.
You
Yeah,
don't need
see,
it
some of
anymore.
them aren't there
Don't worry
because
about
of
it. Don't worry about it. All right. Whose turn is it?
It's going to be
Jedi?
your soon. It's Jedi's now, but
Me.
Jedi's.
I know the character that I think we're going to start seeing more of. I don't know about live action. Probably sometime we're going to see live action. And unfortunately, both the comics that I think are going to pop for her are in the same category. One of them's already pretty expensive. The other one has potential for growth, but there's really not much to it other than she is prominent on the cover. I'm going to go with Kanan 6 for Hera. I think that's.
I just don't like it.
She's on the cover, I believe,
Mhm.
unless I'm completely backwards on that.
No, that's right.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I will show the cover because I showed it already.
Yeah, I got
And
it.
there's still some
Right there, I found it.
some debate on appearances and stuff, but
There shouldn't be, but
there shouldn't be. There shouldn't be. You're right.
What's the Pete
apparently
chagrin?
it still is. Where are we
Okay.
going? That one is Marvel IDW. There's Jedi with the green, and I will move that. There you are, Marco. You are up.
Okay, can I see the list again?
Yeah, and then Wave Seeker's going to have.
I'm with TMT. Yeah, that's a good sleeper pick if we did second prints. They're on this list.
No,
Kanan
well,
one second print.
we also only picked the one. So if you notice, like Marco picked Clone Wars the variant. There's no regular Clone Wars version.
Yeah, we try to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes we did when it was two that were the prices were like weird or crazy.
Yeah,
High Republic's the only where we're getting duplicates because High Republic there's a lot less to.
there's not a lot there. Yeah,
I will
So we
take.
do have versions of both.
I'll take DH Keys non-variants, and I will go with Tag and Bink.
wow,
You go.
wow.
You're going
I-
low.
All right,
Is this like some sort of Dark Lopez?
You know that's not Lopez. Like, I told
Marco,
Lopez
Marco
to go
thinks
buy that.
Paul is Plagueis. We heard it right here. He's thinking
Yeah.
Paul.
No, that's not what I think. I think because Bane's gonna come out, and when Bane comes out,
Wow.
it's gonna go crazy, and everybody's gonna go like, "Well, who would be the next
Top
one?"
row.
And Plagueis
Top
is a
row.
quick-
Fourth
quick
one.
ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
Face it, face it.
Fourth
Top row, fourth
There.
over.
Thanks, guys.
Face it, it's because you think Plagueis is coming, and you just don't want to.
No, I think it's because Bane's
You
coming. and
really
when Bane
believe-
comes,
You are writing those rumors. We now know that you created that website
Yeah.
and
The acolyte.
Yeah.
Wow. Upset pick of the week.
yeah.
all right, I'm gonna go.
That was a
DHQ.
shocker. That was like a weird like Raiders or Patriots pick in the draft. Like what?
Also confused
Wow.
with
It's the Cleveland,
key list.
Cleveland Browns pick.
I'm going DHQ as well. I'll go Republic 65 Barris.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's a good shot. Yeah, I mean
bad,
that's
not
it.
bad.
Like,
To Dave character.
That's true.
Yeah,
Ahsoka,
that's true.
Ahsoka and Barris are always connected.
have you noticed? There's a lot of Dave books on the DHT list.
You also
Clone
get a
Wars
Commander
7.
Bly in there too.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
I remember some show very carefully pointing out that was the first appearance of Barris Offrey.
Which show would that be?
I don't know. Some show. Some
The
show
one
we
that's
all
not
watched.
Wrong that Ruben always wishes is wrong. Is that the one where?
All right, so I got to go again, huh?
Wish.
Yes, you got to go again.
Oh, this is tough. There's two categories here that I could go with.
I hate that. I hate we're going back to back because I think we're on the same page on this shit right now.
I know. I hate in fantasy drafts. I hate being in the middle. It's the worst.
Oh, all right. We're going to go Marvel IDW, regular, non-variant. We're going to go
Okay.
Star Wars Adventure 7, Hondo.
Ooh,
Wow.
No.
All right.
I do love Hondo.
That's a hard category.
That is a hard category.
Yeah, I was looking at it. It is pretty tough. I'm like, well, the Bane thing already kind of. Well, I'm not going to go over my rationales and give it to you guys. I made my pick in that category. Hondo, where are you? I know I saw you. No, that's.
Oh, sorry. What book?
There it
did
is.
you- Yeah, where is
Now
it?
you're up, Marco.
Okay, I will. First
You're
off, let me show the book that he picked. I was looking at the list to see what I was going to pick next.
That's fine.
going-
I got
I'm
it.
going
It's
to
right in
the-
front of me.
I'm going to the same category, and I'm going to upset JJ.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Give me Price.
because I picked Bane, right? this is
You want this
coming.
one?
This is a,
Yeah,
this is
give
a
me that
revenge pick.
one. Yeah, give me that one. I'll take that.
Okay, I'll move it into the thing.
That didn't upset me too much.
Well, you love that character, and you put. But with the Thrawn stuff coming up, I have a feeling that
Calvin and Price?
any keys in the Thrawn are going to be.
Jedi is back on.
Also,
I do like that cover,
Dave, also a Dave character. Also a Dave character, I might add.
Yeah, now.
Excuse me.
Somebody
So I'm going to break the glass on High Republic. And oh boy.
Variant or
I'm
non-variant?
going to go
Oh, I know.
High
Visions.
Republic. Is that in there? Oh god.
It is in there.
I'm going to
It is
go.
in there.
I'm
It's in
going
there.
High
Why
Republic
is that?
Adventures Annual. High Republic Adventures Annual IDW Online.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay.
High Republic.
I like it.
I
I like it.
Or I like it.
Annual-
Not
Nope.
the big
No,
off.
not the
one.
big off. Yes, give him the big off.
Dude,
Give him the big off.
listen, I saw this. I saw this.
No, that's the A.
I know, but
That's
I was like,
regular.
oh, it'd be right after it. Guys, you don't
No,
understand.
no,
This-
because it's in another category. That's
Oh,
in-
another category.
That's in
Oh,
the
here it
A.
is.
He's in
Here
the
it is.
There it is.
Here
Give him the Evil Queen book.
No, but I mean, so like some of those books are in there because people, I mean, they're like, why
Yeah.
the Bake Off was supposed to be the next hottest thing. We have Star Wars 26 in there because people were yelling at us about Star Wars 26 and how they're paying rent off of it. So we added some of that stuff in there.
We did. I don't know if we should have, but we did.
And then there was some shit that I don't know what we added in because you guys wanted it in there. So
I know. All right. Well,
Only
it's
me.
fine.
I didn't.
I'm up, right?
no,
All
I
right.
know you. Yeah, you
For
took
once, this is a list I didn't build.
you took a pass so you could criticize it later. I added Thrawn 3 for you because I know you like that one, and I added. There's a couple I put.
All right. I got at
Thank
least
you.
two options there. I know we're not going to see this character. Now I'm going to go off of my plan, like my strategy. I'm going off.
No, we still have the book out the window. Look out, folks.
I just like this character, and I hope they bring
Pulling
her
it out,
back.
Davis.
I want Ventress, so I want the Mace Windu one. I want Ventress because
Damn you.
I know they're not going to bring her, but I
Oh,
like
my
her.
book, too.
No.
Damn you.
Maybe another random Tales of the Jedi.
Yeah, maybe.
Could be. Yeah, absolutely could be another
I
random
just
Tales
don't.
of the
I don't
Jedi.
want the others, and I'm looking at the category aren't jumping out at me as much.
I think that's where it goes now. Now people start getting FOMO of like,
Now,
I don't want
exactly.
to
I'm
get
like,
whoever's
they're
left
running
in
out
that
of tight ends. I better pick one.
Yeah. All the quarterbacks are gone. I'm gonna get stuck with fucking.
I guess Kirk
Jared
Cousins
Goff.
is looking a lot better.
Yeah. All right. Well, who's up next?
Back to me. Is me?
Yeah,
JJ.
JJ.
Back to JJ.
High Republic Adventures 2, the 1 in 10.
Ooh, I thought about it.
I thought about that one too.
Lock it in.
There,
Rose-
I got it. I got
Rose
it.
there to stay for a while.
Oh, fuck you.
He's there to stay for a while.
Fuck
He is.
you.
It's an awful cover though.
Fuck
That's
you.
the-
It is,
That's a good
but
pick.
it's
That's a good
still.
pick.
It's
That's a good
cheap
pick.
as shit right now. It's the first.
But it's got
good,
room to
man.
grow.
You
That's
know,
why
he's coming back in Phase 3.
Oh yeah, he's coming back all phase. Yeah, phased out.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, because it's cheap. It's got room to jump. Like
But the problem is, will people realize that this is a year on? So will people
I
realize
have
that?
no idea.
who knows?
We'll see.
Ooh, that's a gamble. I still hate you. But
Also, as we're telling the story in the past, we're not going to see him directly.
Yeah, but you see his mom.
Well,
or
yeah,
whoever it is.
mom.
yeah, or aunt or cousin or whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Grandma. Okay,
All right,
Dom, what
Dom.
do we got?
You know what?
Can I guess
I'm
for
gonna
you?
go to I guess the non-variants of the how was it? High Republic key? Was it HR key? The underneath
Yeah,
the,
HR key non-variants. Yep.
yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go with
nobody's
Visions
picked
1.
from.
I'm gonna go with Visions 1.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
I was hoping
All right.
that would still be there so I could take it just for shits.
Hey, there's a second volume of Visions coming.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a popular
volume,
character.
like a one-shot,
Don loves
isn't
it.
Astra,
There
there
you
will be 2 picked from each category, 2 that we will not pick. So
By the way, also too, most of these are A covers. Just so
At
you,
least
like,
2. There's some of them.
yeah, if we say a different color, we'll make it a different color. Or usually it shows up in variants. If it's
I got to
a
do
different
2
color.
pickups here. What was your pick again, JJ?
You
No.
have it listed on the list.
2 out of 10 or 1 in 10
And
number
that's-
two.
Yeah, the one.
Pick one
Okay,
for me.
yeah. Okay, yeah, the penis car.
Yep.
Third
Peter
row,
Griffin
close to
penis
the end.
car.
Fourth,
Terrible cover, great
Right
first
here.
appearance.
fourth from the end on the third
Fourth
row.
on the-
They're up right above the
One
magazine,
more.
High Republic magazine, right above the High Republic
One,
magazine,
up,
up
up,
one to the left one. There you go.
Fourth. That's where fourth. I'm going 4th row, not
Up,
fourth.
over,
Yeah,
over, up.
Over.
And then Dom.
It's like the
and
Contra
then,
code. Up,
Visions,
up,
where you-
down, down,
where
A,
you-
B.
Yep.
All right,
Sorry,
Ruben,
All
what
right,
do we got?
Ruben, you got 2.
2 picks, Ruben.
2 picks. Check out that list.
No, you don't have to rush them. I'll bring up the list too if it helps.
Yes, please.
While
Oh,
Ruben's
the 2?
picking, are we
Okay.
picking one from each category? Or
One
2?
from
Yeah,
every
only
category.
one. You only get one. You
Only
can't
one.
pick
One from each
again.
category.
Okay, so we're about done then.
Yeah,
Well, you're the
see what
greens.
Getting there.
Kevin. Look at the greens.
Let me first start off with Dark Horse Key non-variant Star Wars Tale number 23.
Ooh,
Hmm.
Darth Revan and Darth Malak.
I think they might actually be mentioned in the Acolyte series.
Well, everybody loves Revan,
Mm-hmm.
Darth or otherwise.
Oh, do you think the mentions? I mean, at that point, don't you think the mention pump is past? Like,
I don't
is
know.
that
No.
a
People
thing that
still
happens?
buy it.
No,
No.
unfortunately.
No.
Like
You
it or
think,
not,
it's gonna
no.
go above, you think it's going to go above what it is now?
The book's way low right now.
It's
Yeah,
actually a
it's
little
low.
Is it
Yeah, it's
way
way
low,
low.
or was
It's
there
low
a
right
ton of
now.
9/8 on the census? All of a sudden, it flooded the market.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think it's just everything's way
Oh,
low.
whatever. All right.
Did we show?
What's
Did
your
we show
other
the book?
Yes.
pick? Oh, sorry. Yeah, show the book.
Well,
Okay,
no,
my bad.
you didn't show the book actually.
I'll show the book.
You got it.
Yeah. Maybe. Not really.
Yeah, I don't know where it is.
Try to
either.
erase some of these so we can get in. Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
No,
there
not
was-
that one.
No,
No,
that's
the
not.
The other one. This one.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go. That one.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll try to erase some stuff.
I didn't hear what he said. That was Tyson Raymond.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, he went with the Darth
Okay,
version.
Went with both darts. Yeah.
okay, cool.
The second one I'm going to do.
That's what I said.
Patience, John. Patience.
God damn
Who's
it.
John saying?
Let me do the Vader one again. Black K.
Found it. It's right here.
All right.
Yeah.
Vader 1, Black K. Cool.
I don't think we're
Then it
done seeing him.
Goes back to Dom while I do this.
All right.
Vader 1, Black A.
I'm going to go out on a limb here with this.
And I got to do
Did
it
somebody
here,
just
too.
cross out? Somebody did do pre-list. They did pre. Oh, you have the list printed out and you're crossing off what's available. Okay, that's smart actually.
I'm going to go out on a limb with this.
Way secret.
There's a good chance it may never be shown. Then again, they would never. They may be shown somewhere in the near future. I'm going to go with the Dark Horse Diamond Summit Invasion Zero.
I love that book.
Invasion
Wow.
Zero.
I love that book.
That's a Marco book.
Mark,
That
Yeah.
is-
Top book,
that
the
is-
top line.
I
There was
love
one-
that book.
there was
Top
one
center.
on. I almost
Top
bought
center.
one last week. There was 9.8 on eBay.
How much?
I think it went for 160.
Dude,
This guy-
buy it.
I
I'll
had a
pay
hard
you-
time finding a
I'll
picture
buy
of
it.
this goddamn
For
thing.
9.8 or 9.6?
It's top
9.8.
zero. It's
There's
top
9.8.
center.
You
Pete.
should have bought it.
Okay,
dude.
Okay, I wasn't
Right
looking for
there,
this
yep.
part yet. I was searching for it on the other list.
I have a nice raw copy. That could be a 9.8 candidate somewhere.
I have a
Yeah, I
raw
gotta do
too.
this
Mine's
like
not
3
9.8 though.
times. There it is, Diamond Summit.
Yeah.
Okay.
JJ is up.
All right.
Those two.
I actually hate this book, but I think I'm going to take it because I don't have any faith in the other ones.
You're
On
gonna
the,
be one of the contrarian picks. You're gonna just
well,
do good
in the
least there's
category-
some fantasy.
the remaining books in the category, I don't have really any faith in.
It's like me drafting Cowboys.
Uh-oh.
So I think we're going to take Way Secret is where I'm going. It is Kotar 9.
Ah.
Okay, that's fine.
That was the one I was talking about. There's a lot of 9.8s flooding the market.
Yeah, that one.
Zizor is the only one I have faith in, but I don't know. That book's way laid so low right now. I think if anything happens with Revan, it'll bounce back pretty good. So
Clone Wars 7, you do get the Filoni cover, right?
You do.
Yeah, full. It's fully
That's the
character,
one-
fully covered.
That's the one piece for the 7. But, yeah, that
Oh
category
boy.
is, that category is
I'm
weak.
up here, huh?
Everybody had ample time to add in stuff into the. It was weird because it's so vast. But DH, for as much as people were pumping DH, it's like when you really get into the meat and potatoes of DH, like you could just do the Kanan, you can do the Clone Wars run, and then I mean, what do you have? You know, I mean,
this ain't easy.
It ain't easy.
It ain't easy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Pete, what do you got?
But I'm going to take. Actually, no, I got other options there. Like I'm trying to figure out where I got more than one thing that I like. You know what? I'm going back to Star Wars Marvel OG because I don't like a lot of what's left. Book that's still pretty cheap. His comic is shit right now, as Marco just did the review, but maybe they turn around Valance. Maybe we can turn around Valance.
Hey, he's another character that's never been in TV or anything. Could pop up. You never know.
You never know.
Maybe that'll help.
He's gonna be in comics for another year.
It's so cheap, I can't lose.
You never know. They might make a figure because they're making the comic figures now in Black Series.
Maybe I don't know, but I'm just going to take the balance.
That is true.
I don't like the other options in that category. As much as I joke, I like Dengar. I can't be picking Dengar or IG-88 or even Lando at this point. So
is it my turn?
You're up.
It is my turn. Well, since Dom already took his second appearance, I'll take his first appearance. And Marvel Super Special 16.
It's right down the bottom.
So yeah. You know, there's a lot of books in this list that I put on here that y'all are taking.
Well, you put on like 80% of the books, Marco.
You made the list.
I only put on 50% of the books. I only put on 50% of the books
when you made almost the whole list.
I put on 50%.
Oh god.
Magazine category. I put 2 books on the magazine category. One's already gone.
That's the only magazine I know.
You yelled at me when I tried to change it.
Actually, I only put one book on the magazine.
You put one.
Yeah, I put one. That one's gone already.
That's fine.
You yelled at me when I tried to change the list.
Yeah,
because you're like, why would we put this stuff on us?
Because it didn't make sense.
You want to wipe all of Dom and Jedi's picks off the board. I go, you can't do that. They put in picks.
Well, because I was trying to cut it down to 9 because we were only going to have 5 people drafting at that time.
All right.
Okay,
and then he drafts one of my picks.
I didn't. Did I?
Yeah, you did.
I will take
the window number 1.
I'll take out of Mags. Out of Mags, I'll take Star Wars 199 High Republic cover.
Marco picking a magazine? What?
Get the magazine out of the way because the other ones he likes are gone.
Yeah. There's only 2 that I liked. That was it.
It's not a bad one, actually.
Marco taking my pick. Put a book on my book.
You put 12 magazines in.
Did you show a picture
I'm
of
just
it?
saying because you got mad that somebody took one of your books.
Only fair.
80%.
Did you show a picture of your magazine for the folks at home? Or
no? Sorry, I'll show. No, I already erased it too. So. Oops.
Oh, okay. All right, no big deal.
All right. Let's see here. Go back to the list.
Why would you erase it if you didn't even click on it?
I don't, dude, because I'm trying to just stop.
Don't even tell me you're trying to. I'm running 3 different sheets right now.
Dude, these fucking overlays are the size of fucking peanuts.
Just get a bigger screen.
It's 32 fucking inches. How big do I need it to be?
Then I don't know why you can't see them. I can make it out.
Blind as shit.
This goddamn big on my screen.
Right, Terry, we get that.
Right.
That's kind of like the way to show the ebb and flows over a 1-year period. Like there's a bunch of stuff going on here. That's why the list wasn't. I didn't want them changing the list because there was books that have been hyped that nobody's actually going to take. You'll see it at the end. There's all this type of stuff. There's going to be ebbs and flows with a lot of this. There's characters that have no shot of showing up, but people still love them. This is just kind of our way of going through and choosing a group of books and going like, yeah, okay, if I see that, fair enough. These are the percentages we think are going up. So
yeah, because apart from that, it puts us all in a position to have to look at books that we might not normally talk about. Like everybody loves talking about the books they all like. When they get in a position when, damn it, these guys picked the books I like, you got to look in that category and talk about other books that may not have been your top choice and look at it with fresh eyes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I mean, you were Jar Jar's father.
Who, me?
No, I'm saying he did bring in the end of the Republic there. So if you were Jar Jar's father, I'm just saying.
All right, what do we got?
I'm sorry, did you want the list?
Yeah.
You're
tough. I
double
got
up.
2 picks here. Categories that I don't like. First, we're gonna go
God, this is why I hate.
High Republic variant. We're going HR Adventure 6, the SDCC.
Mm.
Oh, it's got
I think we need like a Mel Kiper like best remaining board.
Who's the top of the big board right now?
Yeah, the big board. Who's on the big board? Chat, come up with who's left on the big board.
Oh, here's the book. This is the
That's the book. Yep. All right, and then next up, we're going Marvel variant.
Back to back
Marvel
picks. So unfair.
Oh, this is so hard.
Marvel variant. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do I take here? I think I'll take Thrawn 6.
Damn it!
Mm.
I don't even know why I put these books on the list.
Oh, that's
Actually, I think there's a lot of.
Hold on now.
I'm saving
You
that
have-
category for last.
Hold
I'm
on.
saving
You
that
got
category
3
for
books on this list that you could have picked,
I got 2 books on that list, or 3. I could have.
and you passed both of them.
I did.
We can get them later. This is how you draft.
No.
This is how you do draft.
My fucking list in
I
Marvel.
put-
I told
I
you
put some
you
of
put
these
books
on for
on this
other
list and you
people.
fucking pass on your books. I'm calling you on it. You have 2 available books. You put
Marco.
on this list. You
Marco,
I own this book, Marco. I own this book.
Marco must be a blast at fantasy draft parties. I'm saying.
And I know it makes you
Passed
mad,
on your
that's the
books,
one you
dude.
wanted. I knew that was the one you wanted.
This is a screw you pick.
Pass on your fucking old book.
We didn't show it though, did we?
We didn't. Marco's too
No.
bad.
I'm trying
Nah,
to
'cause
find it. I
think
don't
this-
know where it
I think
is.
this book is huge.
Well, you didn't even explain it. For people that may not know what the book is.
That's why you can see which books I put on because I didn't put nothing next to them. You better know what the books are.
It's first person
Um,
Arlani.
Yep.
Yeah.
Response to Admiral Arlani, which is Thrawn's
I
kind
know,
of
yeah,
mentor
yeah, yeah.
slash friend.
Oh, 46 or 47 probably.
And you
Yeah.
assume that that's where he's taking Ezra. The whole thing is that if he takes Ezra there,
To Chiss space, yes.
you have to shift space.
Oh, there it is. It wasn't on the thing. Here, I'll show it real fast and then get rid
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
on. the list.
It's this book.
Even though that theory never made a whole bunch of sense to me. Because he's
Yeah,
not really guiding. He's not really guiding where they end up with the Purgle. So.
Oh,
agree
yeah,
with
maybe.
you, but I
But
think if we
he's a
get
strategist, so maybe. Go ahead.
more Thrawn, but again, maybe not. Filoni won't respect the character, and so he just won't bring it in.
It doesn't even matter because if Thrawn
Okay.
gets there, anybody will be looking for any kid. That good pick.
All right. Well, Marco, you are up now.
Well, no, I fucking quit.
Good. Chat, pick for him.
No,
Yeah.
Chat, do not pick for me.
Pick Star Wars OG. Nope. Or
No, that's definitely
for
not
Marco.
All right.
Jedi will kill somebody if somebody steals this from him.
I'll take.
Don't you do it.
I'll take under Marvel. I'll take the variants. I'll take the 125 man.
Star Wars 20?
Yep.
After we went over this whole, he's got his heart stopped and gets him to travel into other people's books in the future.
Yeah, I still think he's going to be one of the last surviving ones, and he's in the next phase. So,
Fair enough.
and people are finally starting to buy that book. So, should I show it? I guess I should show that book.
Oh, I gotta still do Wayseeker's pick. Yeah, show it if you can, because I gotta
yeah,
I gotta update the other.
That's 20. Nope.
By the way,
Right there's Thrawn.
Pete, if you wanna go back and fix something real quick
Yeah, what's that?
under JJ's first pick where he picked Star Wars number 2.
I
you got
did grab the
comment
wrong one.
there.
Yeah, you did.
It's right. Yeah, it's right there. No, up,
There.
up,
There,
it's
up,
right
there you go.
I don't.
I
see
knew
the
I did.
variant.
I completely Jedi. I completely forgot about. It. I was like, I gotta go back and fix that because I knew I grabbed the wrong one.
All right, third row for.
Oh, there it is.
SDCC.
That's the book I picked.
That's the one for Marco, but he has to get mine first.
I gotta get Wayseeker's other one. What's your other?
What was
pick?
Wayseeker's
what
other one?
Ron,
Third
What
row,
cover was
fifth
that?
in.
That wasn't having a
One
cover
more.
of
One
man.
more. Keep going. There you
Oh,
go.
this one. That's right. Yeah.
It's a 125 variant.
That was the 1 in 25, Dom.
I never got the
There
one.
you go.
All right, and
Oh,
then
shit, okay.
Marco, you just
All right,
picked.
It's too late.
How did you just pick the man?
I just showed it. Yeah, it's right there. You're right on it. Well, everyone.
This one,
Right
yeah,
there,
yeah.
right there.
This one
Yep.
took me a hard time figuring out which one it was. All right, now Jedi.
a lot of them out there.
All right. Well, so there are several
Pete
in
did
the
the random thing.
category that I need.
What?
So I'm going to go with Marvel OG.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to take number 43, first appearance of Lando.
I probably should have taken that one instead of Balance. The rest of you guys, you might as well just save that for the end. You got no quarterback. $43. You got it. Why'd everything go quiet?
Also, second appearance of
sorry.
Boba Fett.
We're all sad.
Yeah,
we didn't get Lando.
Also, second appearance of Boba Fett for Dom.
All right, Pete, what do you
What
got?
happened?
All right. Well, now I got to look for
Boba
myself.
Fett?
I'm so busy trying to make your guys' picks
No,
for
you're
you.
doing good. You're doing good. We appreciate it.
I know. I'm not complaining. Which one do I like? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take while I still like it. I'm gonna go to the High Republic variants, and I'm gonna take my man Porter. It's just the B cover for the annual. Yes, we have that book in here 3 times.
I love it. I love it.
But I love Under Siege.
I thought about that one instead of the
Gimli Porter.
Not the cover.
IDW.
That's not it.
Not
That's
that.
not it,
Don't
Marco.
show
That's
that. I
not
love that
Not
book
that
too.
one.
Gimli Porter.
Yeah, the Gimli Porter.
The Gimli Porter.
The Portly Porter.
For everybody who hates how much I talk on this show, you guys sure do listen a shit ton.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about? We have our own.
I was the first person who pointed out that was Dan Porter on the cover of this book.
No, I don't think that's true, JJ. We have it on tape. It
I was
doesn't matter.
pounding
who
the
did.
table
You
on
know how
that
much
book
I
a long
loved
time
it.
ago.
I just like him, and now he's got his own series.
Yeah, they changed around the way he looks. But
Yeah. Thankfully.
For those like Porter Angle, they just did a short 1.5 minute video on Star Wars YouTube. Which
And that book, the one good part about that B cover is like that B cover, like still to this day, people buy the A cover. Yeah,
they buy the A cover because that's the one that they see when they go to an
Yeah.
app or a
Yeah.
site, and that's the first thing they see. They see A, they don't see B.
The evil
See
queen
and then they go
Disney
to-
cover.
Yeah.
It happens with every book that gets optioned, like all those indie, like Geiger. Why is Geiger cover A more than the rest? Well, it's the one they show the picture of.
All right, who's up next? JJ.
JJ is up.
Can I see the list?
Oh yes. Where am I going? There we go. You
Uh,
have the first 3 columns, so you need Marvel IDW variants,
not.
Marvel variants,
I think I'm gonna stick.
non-variant, Marvel non-variants, Marvel
Yeah.
variants.
I think I'm gonna take my Marvel IDW non-variant because I don't like much left in that category.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one book I think if it ever happens will be a bigger book. I don't think it will happen, but I'm gonna take Kanan 12.
This is
I always like this book. The true first appearance of the Grand Inquisitor and also Ray Sloan.
Ray Sloan, you get a twofer. That's always nice when you get more than one. 2 bites of the apple. I think that category is almost done. That means, is it Wayseeker? No.
No, Dom hasn't.
Dom gets
Dom.
to pick of whatever's left. And that's the
Boba cover,
deepest category.
I go next, huh?
And yes, you do go next.
You just passed it.
Top row.
Top row.
Fourth from the end.
There it is.
What's still in that category?
What's that?
Not much.
Not much.
Oh, what's left in that category? There's
Yeah, let
still
me see
books
that
in
category because I might be yelling at somebody on that.
There,
one,
the
too.
first Cad Bane's there. First
Oh, nice.
Inquisitors, like Inquisitorius is there. Star Wars 26. Dom's suggestion of the black Boba cover, which technically should have went in the variants.
Yeah.
But
Oh well.
Star Wars Adventure
Dude,
16. If you
I'm
guys
not
like
making him
Embo,
choose that on the
Huh?
variant.
and that's technically a variant.
We can,
too.
and we can
Embo's
move that
the
over
deep
to the
one.
variant if you really want. We can move it over to the variant for you, Dom. if
And
that's
then
what you
Forces of Destiny, Hera.
Yeah, he already has a variant.
Dom already has variant. No, he's good.
All right, I think I'm gonna do a High Republic variant.
Okay. There's not many there.
I'm gonna go with the Eye of Storm 2, the one in 25.
Good cover.
I like that cover.
Good cover.
Yeah, good cover.
That was my safety pick. That was my safety school. After JJ took the 2, I was like, I had the Storm 2. I like too.
Monchon Row. I like.
It's a
Begin to
cool
like
cover. Did we show it or no?
No, Marco's gone.
Oh, Marco's gone. It's this book right here.
Yeah, I like that cover.
It's a cool.
I like
cover.
the
The one in
way- I like
25.
the-
Cover.
To answer Hartman's question, yes, it is. They're going to use animation studios from Europe and United States and other parts of the world.
Now where is it down here? There it is. All right. Now Ruben is up for 2.
2.
Two
That's how I
picks.
feel. Okay.
You see the list?
Yeah. Give me one. There it is. What do you got? Let's see. For whatever reason, on the screen that I'm looking at here, the yellow and the orange are much closer than they were
Oh. I
on
see
my
what you mean.
laptop.
I have OG. I have.
Yeah, you need OG, but I think you and no, I think there's 2 left on OG. You need OG. You need Dark Horse variants. You need High Republic.
The 2 High Republics.
Yeah, the 2 High
Yeah.
Republics. You get 2 picks.
The OG 68. That's the one with the Mandalorian on the cover.
Yes,
right?
that is that one.
Let me have that one.
All right. I mean, it is the first Mandalore, technically.
There's
Yeah.
Mandalore.
Yeah.
And it's still not Boba Fett on the cover.
No.
Right.
No,
It's not-
no. And I believe it is
But a lot of people think it is. So.
first
Right.
full Dengar, right?
And go ahead and give me a Star Wars Tales 4024B. Darth.
Ah, you got the he got the pair. He got both tails.
I have to.
He took them
See,
both.
that's why I put in 2 different categories, so I gave you a variant option,
I
non-variant
know.
option.
I do like Nihilus. I've always liked Nihilus.
Plus, that it's a mall cover too, so you got some love on that also. Which,
But that's where we had our problem. I didn't understand what you were going.
Yeah,
with.
'cause it's
You're
a
like,
two
oh,
I
it's
still
variant.
understand.
Right.
Why is
I
that
still
there?
agree with Pete on this one. But hey,
But I get what I
Well,
get
when
why
you pick
Mark
your,
was
when you pick your
separated.
own
He
books in your
wanted
own
to-
category, you can talk about other people's lists on the.
I get why he wanted to do it. It just wasn't clear from the get go of why he was doing it.
All right.
All right. So what? That was the second pick, but your first pick was the High Republic.
No, the Mando covers.
No, the OG.
Star Wars OG.
That's right, OG
Star
Mando.
Wars
There it
cover.
is.
this
Bottom
one right
row,
here.
second.
There you go.
There it is.
There it
Dom is back up.
Okay. I think I'm going to take a Dark Horse Key non-variant.
Yeah, you need that one of that.
I think I'm going to go with the first Sizor because I think he's showing up.
Better. That was your.
Showing up.
You better because Pete yelled at me about having that book in there.
I know. He's showing up somewhere down the road.
Oh, just because they
All right.
said his name in the comic books, huh?
Hey, he's alive. He's in canon, so that's what that matters.
I'm
Oh,
just
wait,
teasing.
that's not it.
I'm
Where
just
am I
teasing.
going? DH Sizor.
It's right there.
Sizor? There it is.
you got first cover of Dash, even though he's not in the book too. So
First cover, yeah.
I have no
Dash
idea
shows
what
up,
this book
people
is.
like
According to some CGC labels, it is the first appearance of Dash.
Yeah.
But-
Second one, top row.
So there it is. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right.
Whew.
Who's next?
JJ.
JJ. What do you got, JJ? Show him the list.
We're actually almost there.
Yeah, we're almost
Oof.
done.
This is tough.
You got the top done, so you're down at the bottom. You need Marvel
Right, yeah.
variants. High
Rubber
Republic.
hits the road here. Oh, God. I'm going to do this just because there's not many magazines I like that are left. In Rebels Mag 1 has had its chance to peak, and it just hasn't happened. I'm going to go with 168 Sabine. I think it's a previews cover.
Yeah.
it's such a pretty cover.
It's one of the best looking Star Wars.
Might be my
Oh, yeah,
favorite
by
cover.
far one of the best covers.
There
yeah.
you go. Yeah.
It is hard to find.
Not only are they hard to find the actual magazines, you even find pictures of these things. Some of them are hard to find.
Yeah.
You
I'm
were
I'm
just
not
on it.
joking. Like
There was a
it's not
couple
even
others
images.
that I was thinking about on the list that's even like harder to find than. Yeah, there's.
You just wait till we get to that Rebels one. I got an eBay picture because there is one listed, and it's.
I
just
got
on an
a
angle.
couple of those. I could have sent you.
All right.
I'm
Pete,
up. I'm
let's
up.
go.
I'm
You're
up.
up.
All right, what do I got here? What am I missing? I am missing a lot still. No, my top level is done. I could probably. I can take the bake off. I can be the first guy with this.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not going to.
Do it.
I'm going to also take a magazine because I do like it, mostly because I own it. I like it, so I have the Rebels magazine. So I'm going to take it because I feel like maybe
It should go. It should go up, but I don't know that it will. But it should.
It probably
It should.
won't.
It really should.
But I'm going to take the Rebels mag because I don't like. I mean, the other ones aren't bad, but I like that one better. So I'm going to take the Rebels mag, which is right there.
Run on
There's two
magazines.
covers, but I went with this cover.
All right. Oh, sorry. I'll show you the
Jedi is up. Oh, I can show it too. There you go.
There you go. All right, Jedi, go ahead.
Jedi needs Dark Horse variant, Marvel
Okay.
variant, and High Republic non.
Terry Floyd, we should all clearly pick Johnny Manziel.
And you're muted,
Correct.
Jedi, in case you were talking.
Sorry about that. No wonder. I'm going to take High Republic 10, the Genty, first cover. Well, first
Ooh, good
appearance
pick.
and cover.
Should technically be under variant, shouldn't it?
Eh.
Yeah, we'll let it get away with that one. I guess so.
Yeah, I guess. So.
Wait,
No.
Yeah. We're
D. Lorna D.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it.
One a D.
There.
Oh,
Nope.
No,
Other
absolutely.
Lorna.
No,
No,
it's
no.
not there. It's not in the.
It might not be there for Marvel.
That might have been it right there. You might have had that one. By mistake. That's 12, isn't it?
That one right there. That was
There.
that
No,
was the one.
that's
That was the
15.
one in 25 for the 15.
Yeah,
Oh.
125
Yeah.
to 15. I don't know where that. Oh,
Should be
here we go.
green. There you go.
there,
Green.
it is. There, yeah, there.
Yeah,
There we go. All right, cool.
Yes, it is technically a B cover.
Yeah, this is before we had our rules that.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, well, we
Marco
had to
didn't
do it.
fix that one.
It's not perfect.
That it was not having 9 was more important, I guess. So that's what we did.
And it was confusing.
Okay. So it's my
Jedi
turn.
gets to take advantage of that.
Oh no, Jedi. Oh, he got that. Yeah,
You got
my
to pick,
turn.
so you're up now.
Okay, I will take. What the hell?
You are down to OG Star Wars, High Republic P, and High Republic variant.
Shouldn't be there.
I'm going to go. Dang, man. Yeah, this really sucks. I should have gone High Republic earlier. Going to go High Republic variant.
Yes, I think I know which one you're going to take. Can
I
I
so
guess?
too.
Feel free. Go ahead. Guess what I'm going to take.
I'm going to guess that. Oh shit! Is it not here? No, it is here. I think you're going to take this one.
Yep, that's what I was thinking too.
That one's so expensive already, though. That's the hard part. Like this thing's $125 raw still.
I am
True.
still.
Don't help him.
I know that's. See, I thought the High Republic one we were going to do. I thought it was Adventures 1 in 10, not the 1 in 10, 1 in 10. So I
You get Lorna
was
on there.
waiting on that.
Yeah, you
I
get
know
Lorna too.
You get Lorna.
Yeah, I don't like.
That's why I thought you. That's why I thought that one was. It didn't say adventures.
I was thinking nameless. I thought he was going nameless. So
I'm going
I know.
25. I'm
He's
going
got-
I'm going the Trail of the Shadow, the 125.
I thought so.
All right.
It's still expensive, but I think it's held well with no.
It has held well. I just don't know how much higher.
I know, but it's a good hold.
Wayseeker's down on your pick, man. He's not liking it.
Yeah, that's a
I don't
defensive
like it.
maneuver.
I
He's
think
saying you're the
so.
Browns. He's saying you're the Cleveland Browns.
Let him.
That's my team. Come on.
That already says the problems.
Or Marco's team's the Lions,
All right,
so you know.
so
Like
yeah,
that.
was
Marco,
all
you're
that
down,
is.
right?
Yes, you get 2 now, Wayseeker.
All right.
No.
I'm
Oh
going
yeah, you go.
first. HR7 for the HRT non-variant,
Good pick.
Are
There you go.
and then I'm going second. Dark Horse variant. I'm going with the Star Wars 1 in 50 Wheatley.
Ah, yes.
Uh-huh.
You yelled at me when I wanted to take it off.
I don't know if it's going to peak in the next year, but like this book is one of my favorite long-term holds.
HR7? Where was HR7? I didn't.
Let me see if I can find it.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, the Wheatley. Pull the Wheatley up, Marco.
Yeah, I'll pull the Wheatley up.
People might not know what that one is.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get rid of this.
It's hard to tell the
one.
difference.
It's very hard to tell the difference. That's the key. But so what you have here is why I like this one is instead of Luke, you have George Lucas on the cover as Luke. That's the difference between the regulars. So if George Lucas ever dies, this is the book down. When he dies.
You think he's going to die within a year?
He
For
might.
the next year. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Please, man.
On this gigantic pile of billions of dollars.
I gotta knock on wood.
You guys are bad, man.
All right, it's back to me. What category don't I have? Marvel OG.
Oh, this was the other book, right?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, there you go.
So I need non-variant too.
yes, you need
and that's it,
non-variant.
non-variant
you
and
need
OG. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Good. All right.
But I think you're the last to pick OG, so you don't have to. Not to help you.
Who do I like better?
I know what you're picking.
HR Adventures 8.
8. I was gonna say Sav. You're picking
Yeah.
Sav.
Well, I was still thinking about picking Porter on the A.
Nah, you were picking Savile Reporter.
Marco picked another one of my books.
Yeah, after all my shit.
All right, that leaves it up to Jedi, but I got to put the Marco's pick in.
I don't think
here.
I put a single book that's still on the
Oh,
list.
shit, I gotta
in that
do a
category.
That's totally not true.
I put
Yeah,
the Bake
the
Off.
OG
I put the Bake
Marvel
Off. I put the
all
Bake
you.
Off. No. I got the I'm gonna pick one of my books in that. No, I'm saying in the High Republic category.
Wait, that was
Just mine.
Jedi's.
Excuse me.
Okay.
God damn, I fell behind.
It's all right. Don't worry about it because we haven't marked off. We'll have it marked off.
No, I know I can clean it up later, but
Yeah.
while you guys are talking, I mean, Jedi's got to make his pick anyway. so
Jedi,
why
do you know what you're
that?
picking?
I need to see the
He
list.
needs the list.
Oh,
What
I'm
is-
sorry. I'll get back to this, fixing this later then.
Okay.
Well, heck.
You need to pick a Dark Horse variant
Dark Horse variant.
or a Marvel
Yeah.
variant.
Yeah. I don't really know any. You guys know I know nothing about Dark Horse variants or Dark Horse hardly, but I think I recognize one of them. So actually, I own one of them, so I recognize two of them. But I
You're
don't
the
think
only
the one I
picking-
own.
Yeah, you're the only one that's a pick there. I tell you which one to take.
I'm the only one that hasn't picked there.
That
Yep.
category, the Dark
That
Horse
category, yeah.
The categories, yeah.
Yeah,
She
we've
figured
all
that
taken one
last
though.
I
because it's still gonna be
miscounted
there.
then. Well then I will come back to that one then. I will. Damn it! But there's several. There's several in this other category that I kind of want. So this is.
But shit,
I know what
you
you're
can
gonna
only
do. Just
pick
take the
one.
one. Just take
Yeah,
it.
you can only pick one.
Just take it.
We know what you're taking.
I know what you're taking too.
We all know
Want
what
it.
you're taking.
You want it.
Well, there's another one that I want too. All right,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
just
on.
for the
Yeah, but
sake
you can only
of-
pick one.
I know.
I know
You
which
take
one
it,
you
you
want.
can't
Give
have
me-
her.
I know
Give
which
me
one.
Lone Pop. Give me Lone Pop.
Hey,
Hey.
lone pop, 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 lone pop, doopy doop doop, lone pop, 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 lone pop. Good job.
Yeah, I had to do it.
He didn't have to. He could have thrown a curveball like Wayseeker, but
No, but then the whole time he would be mad, like, oh.
Yeah, you could have taken the
No.
Bake Off. That was your choice from the High Republic key. You put that one in there.
I did throw that one in there. You are
Yeah.
correct.
So you did choose your own.
Oh wait, so does that mean that I'm up then?
But that Bake Off was specifically for you, Wayseeker, who talked all that
Ooh,
shit.
I
in the
can
Bake
still
Off game
take
for
the
you.
Bake Off.
Why don't you think the Bake Off's a good book, Marco? Why don't you think it's a good book, Marco? Okay. All right. What else do we have here? Who is it, Pete?
It's me. Which one of these two do I want?
What
know what?
category are you in?
Well, I need High Republic key and I need Marvel variant. I'm gonna double down.
Okay.
Order my man. I'm taking annual A. Go with my annual B. I'm pairing them up.
So he's going for one. One of them's going to hit, whichever he might get them both.
I
All
thought
right.
about Adventures 1, but nah, I'm going this way. Pairing them up.
Roll it.
You're gonna
Do you
get that
think people are gonna
connection.
realize that he's the blade? Do you think people will realize that?
I don't know.
All right.
So who? Well, JJ, did you need the list?
I think I know what I'm going to take.
Go ahead. What do you want to take?
They're gonna put the lone pop in for.
I will take.
Yeah, you got to throw a Lone Pop up for me.
I'll take my because I think Ruben still has to pick that category.
I
So
got a
I'm going
lot
to
of
take.
picks to put up.
I'm going to take
the second row.
High Republic Adventures 1. My pick. Yes, there's so many first appearances.
That's why I was thinking about
Something's probably going to stick in there. Plus, you got my man Court. So
That's what I was debating.
Court's dope.
They printed a lot of those things, though. Those things are everywhere. That's the only reason I didn't take it myself.
All right. Next up is I already flashed. It's one. It is no. Keep going.
What do you knowing? I'm trying to catch up on other things.
Oh, okay.
Dom is
I'm
next.
behind.
Dom's
on,
next.
on
Dom
doing
needs to
picks,
see the
so I'm
list.
doing
Yes,
that while you guys can talk.
Just to let you know, that is not the right cover for the one I chose for the bounty or for the insider for vet.
We'll fix it later.
So, Dom, if you're looking for a vet cover, I can.
Is that it? Well, because it said bounty. It just said bounty hunter. So I didn't know if it was
Yeah.
that or the kid one.
The 199.
Court is a great character.
All right. Let's see what
I'll-
Dom needs. Let's
All right,
throw
I'll
up the
find it
list
real
back up.
quick.
I'm
Throw up the
definitely
list.
gonna go.
Here.
Go ahead, Dom. Do you need the list?
No, I know what I'm gonna take.
Okay, where are you gonna take?
I'm actually going to take the first appearance of Boba Fett's black armor. That it might come back down the road.
Oh boy, Dom! I knew you were taking it.
Yeah, you know what? I have
I
to.
did
Wait. Now I want to look at something. So Blood Ties, the 1 in 5,
I know.
clearly has black armor.
I know it does, but it could be the picture. It could be that it wasn't.
I don't know. That Blood Ties is awesome.
No, I love that blood tie. I got 9 on that. I love that book.
The cover's in the private chat, Dom, if you want to see the Fett one.
Yeah.
I think that's.
So wait, what did Margo take?
I already took that one, Astro. It's already going.
Oh, that's right. You took the Sav. High Republic 8. That was what I'm missing.
High Republic 8. Okay. Next up is Ruben for 2 picks. The final 2 picks. His final pick. And then one more pick, I guess. Right?
No, this is Ruben's
No.
last 2. This is it.
Yeah, last 2. That's what I'm saying. He's got
That's his
2
final
picks.
2. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's his
final
Oh,
2.
and let me bring up the list so Ruben knows what he needs to take.
I'm gonna do Monster Temple Peak, and then HR 1 and 110.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Monster Temple P.
Monster Temple Peak, and then you need the D. Yeah.
So I thought about Monster Temple Peak because you got a sneaky Callias Terradine.
Yeah, you do have
Yeah.
Clive Derridine in there. Yeah.
Plus, I
Hey,
just
Pete,
love that story.
You need to color High Republic Adventures 1 purple for JJ too. I think. Isn't that what you took?
Oh yeah. When you go back to the
I got to color
other
the
screen.
thing purple.
All right. Dom, it's back to you.
Where the hell
What is
am
the
I?
last
There.
category you need? OG?
Last category, I need mags. I think Star Wars
mags.
magazines.
Okay.
Yeah, Dom, you need a mag.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the bounty hunters. The one.
Well, yeah, you want both.
Yeah.
That's fine.
The one
Did
that he
you
showed
see the
off.
cover that I put in there?
It's
Yeah. I know what it is.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's a different cover than the
Yeah,
one that
it's,
we
I
had.
know, I know it's different.
It's a pretty cool cover.
It's a cool cover.
Oh, it is. It's hard to find too.
It's a really hard to find book.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
okay, those are the breaks, bud.
All right,
And-
JJ's last pick.
So difficult. I think I know which one of these Pete's going to take because I know he hasn't taken in this category yet.
Oh, it's just
You
me
gotta-
and you on here.
Yes, me and you, mano y mano.
Oh,
I was thinking Pete's going to take Dark Temple. So do I screw Pete? Do I screw Pete and take Dark
I
Temple?
wasn't 100% though. That's why I went the other
There's
way.
there's
I
like
think
3
I'm
viable.
going
There's
too.
3 viable picks here, in my opinion. I think the one I'm going to take though
Solo fight.
is TIE Fighter 1 in 25.
Oh, that's a
was
good
thinking
pick.
that's
the other one I
That's
was
a
thinking.
fucking good pick.
That was
If
the other one I
Rogue
was
Squadron, or anything close to Rogue Squadron comes up in the
Exactly,
future,
that's
you're
what
gonna
I
see
was
that
thinking.
character on there.
Yeah.
That's what I was going.
You're
with,
welcome.
too. That's why I didn't.
Rangers of the New Republic, or I don't know, whatever the hell ever, but you're gonna see that character on there.
Solid pick.
Very solid.
Yeah, I mean, now it's up to me. I do like Callus, but we're not going to see much more of Callus, I don't think. Solo 5, I like it, but it's already kind of pricey, and I don't know if we're getting more Amelia Clark. Ashley Witter, I don't know why did we pick the Witter one? Out of all the Afro variants, was that
I
one?
don't know.
So I am taking Dark Temple now because you took TIE Fighter, because that was the other one I was debating between. So I'm going to take Dark Temple.
Let me
Still
take
good
TIE
pick.
Fighter
You
and
never
Temple.
know. You never know what they're doing in the second game. I mean,
this
she's
is TIE
technically.
Fighter.
Yeah, this is TIE Fighter.
This
Yep,
is
Eureka
TIE
Quill.
Fighter, and
Yep.
this is Temple. So those are
Yep.
the two.
Yep. You don't ever know what they're doing. I mean, you have some. They have some leeway to put that character back in if they really want to, because you assume she's dead. You don't know she's dead. There's nothing that ever says Vader actually killed her.
All right, Jedi, what do you got?
Dark Horse variants is what you got left.
Boy, I don't know anything about these.
You do. Take the one. Take the easy. This is an easy one for you.
You think so?
I don't think so.
Because I would have taken it. I love that book.
Yeah, I know. And I see. The thing is, if I had that book, I think probably almost everybody probably already has that book. And
Marco, did I
but
ever
I
send
think
you that
probably
one?
Which one?
The one of the ones that's left on Dark Horse's variant.
So there's the next rumor that Darth, what's his name, is going to be a big deal.
I'm going to go with.
Yes, you did. Pete.
I'm going to go with Star Wars Legacy third print.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
you got talent.
Great.
You got
That's the name. Darth Great.
great.
That's great.
Yeah.
Great.
They did make his armor canon, at least. The crab armor thing.
But still, I love this cover.
Yeah.
I just had to show it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I love this
Cover is
cover.
hot, though.
Yeah, I like it. First actual Boba Fett black.
But see, I don't actually think it's. The first
I don't think it's
Boba
black.
Fett.
It's just a color. But yeah,
All right, am I next?
it is a great cover though.
No, it is a nice cover.
You're next.
This is shit.
And very tough to find cover in hard grade. That thing takes a beat. The red takes a lot of ticks and stuff.
So this is where.
Yeah. So Marco, you were up, and then Wayseeker. You need. What does Marco need? Oh, you need an OG.
Oh yeah.
I do. I need an OG.
There's
I like
nothing for you to
Which
pick.
of the three do you
You
want?
gotta take Bosk of these
There's
three.
there's two. The problem is the question is, what is the boss going for?
I know.
Yeah.
but-
Well, less than the final issue, I think.
Take
Yeah,
the last
I can tell you that
issue.
much.
The final issue is not. The final issue is not what I'm going for. It's
Oh, boo.
yeah. It's gonna be one of the two.
You can take
Oh, you
another one of
want
my
Chewie
books,
holding
and
Lando
another
and his-
one
like
of
a
my
baby?
books. I put IG-88. You put Bosk on here. You can take
No,
another
I
one
put
of my books.
IG-88 on there.
No, I
you
didn't. I put that one. That was mine. I put one book.
Well,
You
You
don't
watch
want
my
this?
show where I
Look,
buy
he's
them all
look
the
how
time.
Lando's so happy being held by Chewie.
Yeah.
How could
Wasn't
you
that a
not
low?
love this one?
Wasn't 107 a low print too?
It's very low print.
It
Yeah,
was.
Right.
Yeah,
How does
it is
Luke-
relevant.
how
I'm
does
not
Luke
doing
look like
107.
the way they drew Luke's face in the last
But
issue.
I know that the IG-88 is
Well, you got
this book
50.
because I've been picking these up. If you've been looking at my pickups, I've been picking these up a lot.
We're 71.
Why does
I like the
Han
IG-88.
Solo
It's
look
cheap
like
still.
Frankenstein?
It's like $20 cheap still. Like it's really dirt cheap. But will anybody confuse that? I mean, IG-88. I think Bosk has got a better shot of coming. out.
BK says you're taking the Bake Off book.
No, I'm not taking.
You can't.
Bosk didn't come in
You just
Boba
take
Fett.
it.
I don't know if Bosk has a better shot.
You got to take it. I think he does.
I'm gonna take Bosk. I'm gonna take
You
71.
got to
You
take
have to.
Bosk.
Yeah.
You know what? Because IG-88 has been neutered by IG-11. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
but that
mean?
book's
Yeah.
so cheap.
It's really cheap.
So cheap. I always
Man.
pick it up because it's so you get it for like $10. Like so cheap.
Well,
No, I didn't take
grabbed it.
that. I took
because you
Bosk.
wanted it. Like, I grabbed it because I was like, you wanted it so bad.
This is now I got magazine left. This is hard.
It's at the end, all the way at the end. All the way at the
There
end.
it is,
Yep.
Thanks, Tom.
You got it.
All right, what do we got?
All
left?
right, so you got magazine.
I got
I
it's
already
either
picked it.
between the Thrawn or the Barris.
Yeah, the
Barris,
Barris.
is a ghost.
It's already pricey though.
Yeah, but Astro, if you could get it cheap, it's percentage of up. So if something hits or a rumor comes out, you want it to buy it cheap and then have it come up. Like that's the whole point.
No, but it's not what I'm saying is it's not cheap.
No,
right
no,
now, I don't think.
But that see, this is the thing. Like that stupid. I think I'm going Barris because that stupid the stupid Adventures 20 Barris cover is still selling for like $120.
It is. I almost put it. I had it on the list.
So like Barris covers for whatever reason go for crazy money.
But
this
yeah,
one-
that's what some of the picks were too.
This
Like
was
if
the
I'm
other
picking a
one?
book that's higher up there, it's like it's like
the Thrawn is
it's
good.
held.
The Thrawn is good.
These are the three left.
I think I'm going Barris. I'm going the Barris, the rare, super rare Barris cover because you just don't have many Barris covers.
And what's her?
Yeah.
What's her?
Luminara.
Yeah, Luminara. That's it.
Yeah, I'll go with that one.
All right.
All right, we are through.
Are we
the
done?
Draft.
Hey, good job. We got 20 minutes to do Andor.
We got to do book two.
Huh?
Huh?
We got to do book two, Marco.
We're doing the book next week because me and you are the only two that read it.
No, we can get the book done. We can get the book done in 15 minutes. We can do
Okay,
the
book
Andor
it
and
is.
we can-
All right, ready?
And Pete can go to bed and we can do
All
the
right.
book.
All right,
get it.
we'll give you the percentages later. We'll do the what, JJ?
I'm gonna
Okay,
dip
go.
out before Andor, I think.
All right, cool.
But
All right,
thanks,
here's
guys,
the-
for having me on.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh,
No,
Maybe having
JJ,
you
always-
on.
Take care.
Yeah, you're part of it.
Andor.
Thanks for coming on.
You're part of the
Andor.
crew.
We're doing
Having you
Andor
on.
first.
Yeah,
Okay.
because then Pete can jump off and we can finish the book.
Okay, cool. Andor,
Yeah,
here we
yeah,
go.
That works for me.
Can you click the slide? Oh, we got to re-sign you in. Okay, here we go.
I can do the thing. If you want me to push the buttons for Andor, I can
No,
do
it's
that.
We got basically I did the same way. We got 3 arcs. So this first arc is majorly the Deidre arc. We got a new character here. Gorman, that's his name, I think, right? Dr. Gorman.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
guy.
I thought it was
this guy-
Ghost. Or something.
What?
I thought it was like Ghost or something like that.
It was Creepo.
Gross.
Gorse.
Gross.
Gorse.
Yeah,
Gorse.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the name of the
This
phrase
character-
or whatever?
this actor's really creepy. Like
Yeah, he is.
Just,
I
just
really
weird,
like
creepy. Like, I don't want to chit chat with you about you talking about torture. It's like, yeah, man, there's one guy.
There's one guy you wish you would have been here.
Yeah, so be so nonchalant about this. Well, there's a sound. You'll hear it. Don't worry.
Oh man, I think this scene right here, I didn't know how to capture it, but it's like 7 minutes of this episode, and this might be where Jedi, I don't know what he thought about, but like 7 minutes was just her talking, and like she had the best line.
Dude, I would have
Good.
bit her face.
This
She leaned
scene
in
kinda
so
turned me
close.
on.
What do I got to lose? I'm fighting you.
Turned you
I'm
on?
making you remember me.
Yeah.
I think
I got
she
a
had the
little
best
excited
line
in
of
this
the
scene.
whole series so far for me. The last thing you want to do is bore me. Like
Yeah.
that was such a great line in this scene. But it was like 7 minutes of nothing that you could capture very well. So I didn't
Yeah,
know
it
how
was-
to do that part.
Am
Yeah, but it was
I
good
mean,
on
I
both
know
ends,
I'm
too.
not the only one I know that we wanted to hear that sound though, didn't we? It was smart of them not to
Yeah,
play
yeah,
it,
yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
it was very smart of them not to do it
Yeah, yeah.
because then our imagination takes over. But man, I wanted to hear what that sounded like.
Yeah.
We'll get the device here in a minute. But yeah.
But I mean, it was good on both ends because Bix was even like, doesn't matter what I tell you.
Look at
You
his
seem to
smile.
get off doing this. Like,
This guy.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
He looks
good
like
scene.
Hannibal Lecter.
Even like the explanation of like it was the kids cry, you know, because like if you know some of the torture techniques they use, it's usually dogs and kids. You know what I mean? Like they use
Mhm.
pets crying and kids too. So it's kind of like that was kind of creative and cool how they did it.
it wasn't interesting. It was pretty good what they came
Yeah.
up with.
I thought it was a different way of doing things, which was very nice.
It was- I mean, I thought they were going to bring out the mind probe or something, right? Like,
Yeah,
this is
I did
way
too, but then
cooler than bringing out a mind probe again.
I think I agree. All right.
I just love the fear that you see, and just she's done. Like,
But they don't want to break her, right? They want her to be able to tell what's going on.
well, they
So
wanted to
she's
break
been
her,
on.
but they wanted her not dead.
Yeah.
Right.
For now.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right. What do we get here? Just the
So here is where they're convening, and here in the next slide you see them finally putting together that Andor was likely on Eldani, and that piqued everyone's interest.
she's finally started to be the head of the table where she was looked down upon for a while. This is where she's kind of having her peak moment where she's like, "What's up?"
And
She's
she's
Roman
brutal.
Reigns.
What?
Yeah,
He's
she's
the head
just
of the
brutal.
table.
It sounds like doing an audiobook of New Hope. That's hilarious. Oh, the fucking mom! And now here comes
The
Cocky.
mom reminds me of the freaking Shaman the bounty commercials, man. Back in the day.
Dude, no, she was the neighbor from Harry Potter who would.
I know,
babysit.
but the way she's talking, the way she looks like what was it, Mary or Rose from the bounty commercials
What are we doing now?
back in the day.
What's going on?
I just love how she gives like Cocoa Puffs for if
No,
you do a
they-
good job. You
they
get one of
bootios.
those.
with the
The
blue milk.
Bootios.
I know what it is, but it looks like a Cocoa Puff to me.
Wait, they're bootios.
Bootios, yeah. Yeah, New Days, Bootios. They are.
This was kind of fucked too. I like how the one good thing about Andor is like the relationship. Like you said it, they could have easily brought in a probe. Instead, they went like true torture, real life techniques using children, dogs. You know, I mean, as real as it can be, right? And then they did this part here where he is kind of creeping and she's threatening him, but at the same
Don't
time,
you think
like
there's sexual tension between them?
No,
For him,
No.
not
no,
for her.
I think there's
No,
nothing
for
like
one, there
that.
is.
Yeah.
With like
I mean, Cyril has posters of her all over his wall.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
please,
But you got to remember,
dominate
like
me. Tell me what to do.
But
this one shows how he is
Thank you
mentally
for the
unstable,
promotion.
right?
but it's also like this is the first person he's ever met that like thinks like him. So he's like finally latching onto somebody who's as crazy and as intense as he
No,
is.
But
She's
she,
not as
but
deranged.
no, see,
I
did
don't
you
know
catch
if
it?
that's it.
No,
I think
yeah,
you
it's
might think
different.
That.
Yeah,
She's a
yeah.
little bit. She's a little bit
Agreed.
twisted. She's not just like I'm doing what's right. Like
She's
she
demented.
was getting
Like,
off
he-
on
no,
the
no, no,
torture.
no, no,
She's a
no, no,
crazy
no, no, no.
bitch. No.
She's not demented. He is demented. He has mental issues. That's why they do the thing with the mom. All these are stereotypical psychopathic things that they do with him. Like he's living down underground. He thought he was more important than he was. He's calling in people. He's in a fake relationship with them. She, on the other hand, sees him as a tool, and she's trying to get up. They're two very different people on the same side of a coin. They're both quarters, but he's a fucking special type of quarter.
Hey, do you think that they'll go down in Blaze of Glory?
What?
Because he's crazy. And
Is that some sort of sexual term, Dom? I don't
Yeah, I didn't know where you're going with that.
You think he's gonna Travis Bickle this thing? It's like, what? What are you doing? No, I don't want to make it with you. I was trying to just get a job.
It's like, what are you talking about?
Like
I want indoor.
She legit is thinking to herself while she's saying that stuff to him. I got to tell him that, but how, like her head the whole time is, how can I use this guy? How can I use this guy? How can I use this guy? Where he's like, we're the same person. She fucking didn't send me to prison. Like, that's some fucked up mental fuck shit. Like,
But there's somebody who is taking Andor seriously, and that's the thing. Like, Dom, there's no way Cyril's going to the Rebels. Like, that was your theory at first. Like,
Yeah.
not after this episode. Yeah, this episode showed he is
right.
off.
He's off. Yeah. He's off the wall. He wants Endor. Like I said, the thing is, let me ask you a question.
You come here every day? Yeah, sometimes I see you. Sometimes
he literally is. He's the definition of an incel, dude. It's crazy. Okay, go ahead.
You can get in trouble. I don't care. But I'm just saying. But the fact is that you think if he gets his hands on Endor, what would you think he'd do? He'll get his ass whipped.
He would.
Yes, he would.
He would.
Okay.
I'm surprised he got away with like grabbing her by the arm.
No.
Well, because I think she knows, like, it's hard for her to get assets, right? Like, it really is for her to have assets. It's really hard because they already did it. She's a female. She's trying to get higher up. Watch her back. She's got it. Sometimes if you get psychos on your team, it's not such a bad thing. You can.
We also don't know who Harlow is. Harlow could
be the 1970s after all.
Dude, stop with the fucking Harlow shit.
We don't know.
Yes, we do.
Every episode, Uncle Harlow. We don't
know. Get the fuck you. $20. You fucking
Uncle Harlow.
You just did fucking job with the fucking thing. 20. That should sail too.
Listen, Uncle Harlow is actually Aunt Harlow. Okay, there you go. That's what you want to know.
We don't know who it is, and so maybe
we Seeker, we do. It's a pressuring technique to show why he's having these mental breaks. Once again, you thought these were the same people.
I don't see it that way.
Well, okay. All right. Next up.
Mm-hmm. All right. So this is a kind of another Easter egg scene. They find out that they have a pilot who they captured. And he's going to be going off to some planet. I can't think of the name of it right now. It's late. But it's the same planet that we first see Andor on in the movie. So where he is at the Rebel scene. So it's calling back an important planet from Rogue One. So kind of cool if you like that stuff.
And maybe a pilot that ends up showing up there. Okay. Either way, next up.
Then we get that was that storyline. Then we get the Mon storyline. I enjoyed this part because it really does. I mean, this world is just closing in on her.
It's like, all right, let's all mute. Oh,
she's running out of control. Yeah. So
when they were all like when everyone was turning their lights off, that's them disconnecting, right? They're like,
that's them. We're walking out. Like, we don't need to hear this.
You see that?
They're like, it doesn't. Yeah, she's just wasting her breath because we don't
see that in the next season when like the lights are starting to go off there. It was such a cool way of like showing it.
I wonder if ET left or if he was still listening.
But it also shows too that they understand that they see this as bullshit. They know that the Emperor's taking over and they have no power either. So
I don't think that was what it was. I think it's like what she's talking about, some fucking goodwill shit. I'm out of here. I don't care about this.
Well, no, I think it's a two-part thing. Like they're saying, like, yeah, it's just wasting breath. I'd rather go fucking hang out. We have no power. We're not going to do goodwill anymore. We can't do shit. Why are we listening to her babble on?
I'm thinking it more of the corrupt angle. Like they don't care. They just,
they really don't have any power either way. So fair enough. All right.
I'm going off like the dude from Tales in that Dooku story, like that guy, that type of dude in the Senate. Like, I don't care what's going on back home. I'm here in the big city. What do I care about helping the people?
Yep. Okay. Then we get next up, we get
sister. That's cool.
The family connection, which I thought was coming last week.
Yeah,
you're right.
So it was pretty.
By the way,
it was pretty good to see, like the fact that they're in it together, but Eat My Mothma does not know what mission she's on.
Yeah, what's going?
Val is the one. Do you feel like Val's the one that got Ma into it too?
No.
Like I know they both said, huh?
No.
Oh, I think she did. I think Val was more into it, and Ma was
I
being
don't know.
like big sister.
I think it might be the other way. I think it might be more of her being like, look, one, she looks up to her cousin, and then two, once she gets down on the ground, she looks up to her girl. Like, I think she's more of a follower than actual leader.
Huh.
Because she was
Personally,
even
that's
spewing
how
the
I
same
read it.
lines that Senta gave her. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
It's like,
well, that's why,
because
because I thought
she wants to do good. You know what? I'm going to not only do good, I'm going down on the ground. I'm going to go into the dirt and do this.
Oh, see, I thought
And
that
she
was
gets
like
down there,
Val
like,
saying to
oh,
her,
shit,
and then they
I gotta
do it. Yeah,
I gotta
fair
do
enough.
some work here. I gotta actually like rappel down this wall and like kill people. Like, I don't know if I'm up for that.
Yeah, and then you get this pretty neat scene about where the money's coming in and they have to come to the money. And so you see this one and the next one, you just you see Mon Mothma she's desperate, right? Every wall's coming in, her cousin's leaving, and now she has to deal with this money making, loan shark.
Is it
Is the
because I
only way
like
to
the
get out.
Huts? Is it because I like the Huts so much? I was hoping they would have said the Hut clan.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it
Was
is.
I the only one, or was other people hoping they were saying the Hut clan?
That would have made no sense. I was really glad they didn't.
I know it would, but it would. Yeah,
Come
kind
on.
of.
Come on, they're pulling a dom here. You're like, come on, I wanted this. That makes
Yeah,
no
I mean,
sense.
maybe
Who
a
did
little
they
bit.
say? Because I kept hearing Paul Bettany's name. I was like, did he say Dryden Voss? Is that what he said?
No.
The Crimson Dawn? No. Oh.
No, they did that good. So that's the second storyline, and then the third storyline is the main storyline, and that's the Andor in prison.
Yeah, I know the Mothma story's kind of getting whatever. Okay, go ahead. Anyways,
I
go
like
ahead.
the Mon Moth story again.
Yeah,
I thought
think
it was
it's kind
good.
of boring.
But
I think they're doing it well. They're not spending too much time. They're not.
it's short, it's small,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, I think
minor.
that's the way to go. Keep that up.
Exactly.
So now,
So this main storyline revolves around.
hold on. Hey, Dom, you see how that happens? Like on a show that's the title character, they get away from the smaller characters, like Mando, and they go with the bigger characters. Like Boba Fett.
Why you gotta rub it in? Why you gotta rub it in?
Yeah.
I just
Not his
joking.
fault.
Thank
Come
you.
on, everybody.
Come on.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not
Oh,
his
was it too
fault.
soon?
Two
Was it
dudes
too
decided,
soon?
hey, let's make this the
Yeah.
Mando show. All right, cool.
It's not just too soon. It's a joke that you've
There
done
actually
like
wasn't.
45 times already.
There was a video based on what went wrong with Boba Fett compared to Andor. So
Oh, Jesus.
a lot went wrong.
All right.
So yeah,
Well-
we can go through these real quick. We don't need to spend a lot of
Yeah,
time on it.
okay.
But you just have Andor working out,
Oh, fucking
doing real
endless
well. You
shit.
get the old guy.
Dude,
Olaf.
what TV
Olaf,
show was this guy in?
I don't know.
He is familiar. I've seen him
Probably
around
something I
before.
didn't watch.
Yeah, he was in another show.
I've seen him around a lot. This guy. I can't
It
think
was
of
like
it.
Beaverman or something like
A little bit.
that.
So yeah, this is kind of cool how they're trying to figure out whatever they're trying to do.
I think he's cutting the power off the floor.
He
That's what I
is.
think.
Oh, the floor power.
The floor.
But you don't think that it's going to electrocute him?
No,
You
I
don't think they
think
thought about that?
no, because
So is he going to get a picture of Raquel
I
Welch?
think it
to put up
definitely
on the
will
wall to
electrocute him.
cover it up, or
I think it would, but I think it's not on at a particular time. Like when they're up walking, it's not on.
Oh,
put
that
it
makes
on.
sense.
Yeah, so I think he's trying to cut through the pipe to cut the power. So when they make
so
their
they can't
escape,
red floor him.
yeah,
So and also they have to find a way to stop it mid, right? Because that's what he said. We got to take them right in the
makes
middle when
sense.
they're coming down. So the next
Whatever.
scene you see him talking
Yeah,
to
yeah.
his co-conspirator.
Yeah.
And
I
they're
thought that
trying
was
to
really cool,
plan
Doug.
out the exact way of taking him. He's like, I got a new idea. I got a new plan. We get them as they're coming down. We cut the power,
Yep.
and we stop them halfway. So I think it is connected to that part.
This was messed up, but also kind of cool, right?
This was totally messed up.
Yeah. It was really cool, like the way this played out.
The way they
'cause
did this,
You're not getting any answers. You don't know
What's
You
going
as the
on.
audience don't know either. It's like you're not just you're the characters.
Yeah, you're
You
with
don't
them.
know what's going on either. Like what's going on? You know something's going on.
Yeah,
Because
something's
everything
going
went through
on.
your head. Are they trying to break him out? Is it Saw's group up there? Is this like the scene where, because we know he gets out of here eventually?
Like, is there like a rebellion going on down there? What's going on? Like, are they,
I put the dark picture there for a reason because I mean, like, I love now looking back at it. Like, the power goes out because everybody's dying. Like, they're shooting everybody, and it put so much voltage out that it took the power out. So, like, this is the second when all those 100 people die, and it creates so much power that the power goes out.
it's like the Green Mile.
Yeah, so Andy did such a good job in this episode.
He did.
Yeah, he did good.
Such a good job. Just
Yeah,
the way his facial
he realized
expressions,
that
the way
it
he
was-
goes through everything, this conversation of him trying to like
Yeah,
maintain control.
He's trying to save people's lives, and at the same time, he's trying to.
I like the fact when Andor is sitting in the cell talking to them. That was the best part.
Right here in the next scene.
How
Yeah.
many?
How many? How many?
And then it comes back around. That's why I thought it was
They're
really
not
good.
hearing us.
No
came
one's
back
listening.
around later.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he realizes, things
Guy's
have been-
stroke.
They killed them all. Yep. So that guy dies. Oh,
this guy.
Yeah, it's poor. I
Oh,
can't help. It's like
man.
there's no help.
the
for
doctor
this guy.
gives zero. The doctor too has given up. He gives
Yeah.
zero
Doctor's
fucks.
like,
At this
there's
point.
no after this, nothing's gonna happen. You guys, no one's getting out.
Well, I think there was
So-
still. I think there was some hope still, like that people were going to get out, or like that's what they were playing for, at least, or something.
Well, that's what they thought, but the doctor already knew. He's like, this guy's not getting out in a week.
No. Nobody's getting out.
So here's the question:
Yeah.
Is nobody getting out because they're going to resign him, or is nobody getting out because they're just going to kill everybody?
They're
Because
going
it's
to
cheaper
work
kill
them to
everybody
death.
and start all
They're
over.
gonna work them to death.
Work them to death.
I don't know. I think they might just kill everybody. Like,
Oh, eventually.
because
Yeah.
right now, because they know, like, if this gets out, that people aren't going to do that. Like, if that word gets out, that they are
Yeah.
releasing
Now,
people,
now that the secret gets out, yes, I think
they might just
ultimately,
like
they're just
kill
gonna.
the entire station and
This
everybody.
station's
inside.
just gonna go down. It's
Oh
one
yeah,
of how many.
yeah. This is about to go off. Yeah,
Yeah,
because the
and
last thing they
so,
want to do.
It's just
they
really
wanted to work him to death, but now the secret's out. Like everybody's just gonna die,
the
right?
cool thing when he was
Absolutely.
talking to
Yeah.
Andy Serkis about how many people, like how many guards, and then after this, oh man, my hair stuck up on my arm. I was like, this is awesome. I can't
Yeah,
wait
you-
for the next episode.
You get that next scene. That's the last
Yeah,
slide.
I don't know why
That's the one where
people.
they're
I don't know why people don't like this show.
I don't
Maybe
care,
one
man.
more.
Fuck people.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna tell you that right
I'm,
there.
I'm digging this. I can't wait for this.
No, yeah, it's really good. This I thought this was really good when he gets the realization when when he finally realizes there's no hope either.
Yeah, there's
for
no
him.
hope, and he has.
he-
It's not just 200 days left, and he gets to go home.
He drank the sauce and he's been trying to help all these people out, and then when he realizes that no, when you go out, you just go to a different floor. I don't know how they thought that was going to work, anyways, but
Yeah, but I think I think it was good. You see, like it like completely turned now. Like his resolve, his switch. Like, all right, I'm in.
Yeah, that's how, like he goes no more than 12. That
Yeah,
was
it was
cool.
Hey, Dom, to answer your question, the guy's name is Christopher Fairbank.
Fairbank.
He's been credited in Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
the Michael Keaton Batman, The Fifth Element.
Oh,
Alien
yeah,
3,
yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay,
and Pirates of the
okay.
Caribbean. So
You know what's funny? I saw him and I just couldn't remember what he
yeah,
was in. And yes, he was in freaking Guardians of the Galaxy. He was the dude in the store.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, do you guys have
Mm-hmm.
a theory on why the music is adding different musical instruments at the beginning?
I don't know. It just sounds good.
Does that seem weird to you guys?
I think it's
No.
it's coming together. I think it's
that
kind of
like-
like
Like they're revealing more?
yeah,
Is that
they're
what you're
adding
thinking?
pieces as the story goes along, like the Saw Gerreras and the Lucian. Like they're these different groups are going to come together to form the rebellion. Like I think that's
what
kinda-
episode was this? Was this 8,
This is
7.
9? So we got 3 more.
Was it 7?
No, this is 9. So 10's the last one of this arc,
Was
which
it?
will be the break, and then we'll have the 2 episodes
No, it's
leading
a-
to the finale.
yeah.
Jedi, you unmuted. You have something you want to ask?
Yeah, when are we going to talk about Andor?
What do you mean?
We just did.
What? Oh, sorry.
Oh, he doesn't like Andor. What is
Yeah.
wrong, Jedi? How do you not like Andor?
No, it's okay. It's good. It's good. Like I said, I you have to acclimate to it, and I have. I'm just playing.
I'm
It's
sorry
just
there's
good.
no C3PO in it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you cursed at me earlier for. You said F people that don't like this. I was like,
Whoa!
Whoa! I'm
Hey, there
sorry.
might be a little bit of beef coming down
right,
the
that was-
Friday show.
I
Oh,
didn't
shit.
mean to say that
I
to
said,
you.
I don't know why
I
people
was just
don't
saying
like
to
it.
the mass
Fuck
audience out there.
Damn, Dom. Just
Wow.
trying to get us some thumbs down.
Between
Um,
this and not getting him the C3PO sketch at NYCC, like
Oh,
Friday
Jesus.
Night
We
Lights,
got
Yeah.
That's
Michael
going down.
God damn.
Jesus Christ.
Well, make sure you check
I'm
them out on
playing
Friday.
this. I mean, I'm probably missing. Like Ruben was talking about. Hey, the instruments and stuff. I was like, I was right over my head. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
that
I
part
would've
I
never-
didn't.
I would have never noticed that in like 1,000 years, but it's good. I like it. It's good. I mean,
It's
a lot
no Top
of
Gun
my
2, but I mean,
it's no Maverick. That's true. But no, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I'm
would
enjoying
you rather
it
take,
a
Visions
lot.
or
I'm
Andor?
just playing with you guys when I talk about me snoozing through it. I'm watching. I'm not waking up. I'm not staying up late to watch it like I did some of the other stuff.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
I'm
I mean,
catching it.
I get
like
it.
I didn't watch this episode. I think until like Friday or something. It's just not.
really.
But yeah,
Well, all right, fair enough. All right, so we got.
it's
What'd you
good.
say? 4 more episodes? 3 more episodes? 1 more in the arc? Then
episodes left.
yeah.
Yep.
All right,
Right.
cool. We get Saul Guerrero back towards the end. Is this what we think or no?
I don't think we're gonna see Saul again.
You know,
Maybe we
I
will.
think we
What
see
do
him
you
the last
think?
episode.
You
you
think
might
so?
see him. You might see him in the second season.
Well, yeah, we'll see him again.
That's not what I asked. I asked if
Yeah.
we're going to see him.
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah, this episode, I don't, yeah, this season,
I don't know.
maybe towards the end.
We don't know what
Yeah.
the next arc's going to be. Like how far to jump. Like there's a potential.
Oh man,
there.
there's like so much to answer. You got how many 3 episodes left?
Between this and the last.
And
yeah,
there's so
3.
much
It's
to
1 more
find
in
out.
this, and then jumps, and then there's a big jump after that.
You have to find out what's going on with Luther. What's going on?
I
With
think
his,
they've done some pretty clever stuff in this. I think they've done some pretty clever stuff in this series. Nuanced or whatever, you know. Like I said, I really like the torture thing, and when they talked about how they did that torture thing about the
Yeah.
cries of those
Yeah.
people. I thought that was pretty original. I like that.
It was
I feel
really
like-
good.
I feel like they got to give us something for Andor's sister still in this season.
Yeah, they do have to
Oh,
pay it
very
off.
cool.
They
Well-
definitely have to pay it off.
Well, Jerome said that it's Bix is his sister,
We
so
can't. No,
No,
they're not
she's
Targaryens.
She knows what planet he's from. Bix knows his original planet. She would have been like, "Oh yeah, that's where I'm from too."
Yeah.
hey, listen, did you
I
see
remember my
Luke-
brother left.
Luke and Leah?
Hey.
They made out, so we had sex. Boom.
no, not boom. No, no,
Stop.
that's
Stop.
not boom. No,
Was it the way back? Yeah, Luke and Leia are hooking up. You know they're brother and sister, right?
Maybe that's why they broke up. They're like, we were having sex, and they're like, "Aren't you from this planet?"
it's
And
a
they're like,
dirt. It's a Joe
You're my
Dirt scenario. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Marva doesn't know. Marva's not from there. Marva just thinks everybody's dead. She didn't go back to the planet to find out.
Yeah, Marva don't know that she's dead. I think that's a logical guess, but
Yeah, she might be dead, but
Mm.
he's got to find something else about. Because
Wait, but doesn't
you know,
doesn't
she's
Andor's
the white
mother
worm
get
over
killed
on
by
the
the,
House of Dragons. That's who his sister is.
by the Empire?
What?
She goes out to like help Andor, like towards the end, the covering attractions or something. When you see the scene that she goes out into the crowd or something,
What?
What?
like
I don't know what you're-
she like does that, she's gonna like go out and to help Andor escape or something like that.
Who's gonna help him escape?
His mother,
Oh,
Marva's gonna come back.
She's not.
like she went outside, like she was
She
like
can't even move out of her chair.
Yeah, she
know.
barely moves. She's like just like trying to
What-
pull
you know
down
what scene they haven't
like
showed
the
yet?
signs at
You
a
know the
post
scene-
office.
the scene they haven't showed yet. When all the guys like you have the guys in riot gear and everybody's running into the riot gear.
Right.
They didn't show that yet.
They haven't seen
They
that
might
yet.
not-
But I
they
don't
might
think
not
Marva
show
was
it
there,
out.
was she?
Yeah.
Was Marva in that scene?
What? I don't know.
But sometimes they put it your preview scenes. Sometimes preview scenes don't make it into the show.
I know
No,
they
I
don't
mean,
make
That's
that-
true. That is
I
true.
think
It
we've
could've
seen
been cut
everything
from
else. I,
something
think
else.
we did- I don't remember Marva being there. And that would then tell the Empire that where Andor is because they're following Marva. So I can't imagine they would do that.
Yeah, that's right. She was looking for the secret passage.
That's what I'm trying to say. She's gonna be doing something.
Well, she was doing. Well, we heard her doing it, but they didn't show it, which means like Marco said,
Yeah.
like they might have filmed it, but we didn't see it. Like they decided to
Okay.
cut it.
I mean,
It's
we
not going
know
to help
that
her get Andor out, though. Secret passage in that hotel. It's not going to do anything for Andor.
we know
No,
there's.
but she's
I think
trying
they're
to
going to
help
break
the
Bix.
rebellion.
I think they're going to break Bix out.
They're breaking
That's what I
Bricks
think
out.
they're gonna
Yeah.
do.
I think that's what's going to happen is they're going to throw the riot because Bricks
Town uprising.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
All
see.
right. Because people actually like her. They
Yeah.
didn't really like
Yeah,
it.
and she's in season 2, and she's going to have her own spinoff and everything
Yeah,
else.
Maybe
she's gonna
she
somehow
was-
get
Did you
up,
have a
but
spin-off?
they're gonna
Big
probably
booty
cull the
Bix,
whole fucking town.
Hey.
That's Dobbs' #1 film. He's looking forward to.
Yes.
He's looking for it. Booty call Bix.
All right, let's get into the novel.
Okay.
Maybe it's
I'm
the
actually-
same tunnel from Kenobi.
Ooh. I'm actually got to go, guys. I
Yeah,
have,
I'm
Ruben,
following
thank you.
Ruben. I gotta
Yeah.
get ready
Yeah.
for work tomorrow.
All
Plus,
right,
I didn't
guys.
read this.
Yeah,
You are
don't worry.
ready.
It was like 5 pages long. It
It's
really
okay.
was
That's
big.
too many pages. That's like 4 pages too many.
The print was this big. It was horrible.
Yep. That's
Quest of the Hidden City. It was by George Mann. For those people
Yeah.
that don't know, George Mann usually writes fantasy.
Pete.
Like
later, guys.
yeah, see you later,
Yeah,
Pete. He writes fantasy in Star Wars, so he'll do like the Camelot shit. Or in this particular book, he did a combination of vampires and fucking zombies
And
So
Captain
that's fun.
America. And Captain America. Don't forget that. It's Captain
Captain
America
America.
versus zombies.
Well, technically, it was kind of like a night thing because she had a shield and a lightsaber. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So you get. We're gonna go through the
Give me
characters here, and I actually really liked Rupert as the story went on. I didn't really care for it at the beginning, but you get Solandra as the master, and you get Rupert. It's a little weird combination for a young book because Solandra's not really somebody you can relate to as a young kid. That was a little weird. But you also get another Jedi in this book, which I actually really hope they maybe flesh out, which is Roque Baran. He's another Jedi Master.
Yeah, and I was surprised he didn't die. But then I realized nobody died by the end of the book. So,
yeah. Well, that's not true. One of them.
Okay.
One of the.
Oh yeah, but nobody they really introduced you into it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
go ahead. Right, yeah.
This story also, as we talked about, we get the Pathfinder teams, which are the people that go out and explore and start communications and really bring the Jedi and the Republic to the Outer Rim worlds that haven't been explored yet. So the Pathfinder team that we get in this book, they started the Jedi and the Padawan. You get Dietrich Jago, which is the pilot. They have their droids. They have 9B and GT11. You have a medic, and you have 2 communications people, Cam and Amos. And so those are the characters as we go through. The characters.
Cam and Amos is like the Barles and James of the book.
Yeah. The species that we get introduced to in the first time are catacoots. And they're really, I think it's kind of fascinating. These are bat creatures that speak proper galactic speech.
No,
and they're extremely advanced.
Only a couple do.
Well, they're extremely advanced civilization. One of the most advanced civilizations that like rivaled Coruscant of all the civilizations, and it's the most advanced civilization in the Outer Rim, I think, that the Jedi have ever encountered. And so that was a big, unique.
Welcome to Transylvania.
This is the Coruscant of the Outer Rim, and so we meet 2.
How do they?
What?
They don't.
How do they get their pants on?
Very good question.
George didn't help us on that one. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we do get the only mention to the High Republic characters. We get Sunshine Dobbs, which I think is pretty important. I'll talk to Mark about that at the end.
Yeah.
But the story revolves around 2 of Dobbs' associates that Dobbs stabs in the back and leaves on one of the planets called Gloam. Spence and Daff Leftbrook. So these are the 2 prospectors for the characters.
It also shows like a different element to the prospectors, like that, not like, because the only thing we've really got is Dobbs or the Grass and the Santikas. It shows like kind of more the like we're just trying to make we have a code for ourselves. Did you, when you read Spence and Daff, especially Spence, did you do a Western cowboy voice?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
I noticed that it was in some of the dialect, like how they use the dialect. You saw it in some of the dialect too, so it was kind of it was interesting.
I'm trying to remember what his voice sounded like in the audio book. I think it was kind of westerny, if I remember right. I have to go back and listen again.
I can't remember what it was, but there was a couple of dialectual things that I saw in it, and I was like, "Oh shit, they're doing like old time westerny shit." Like they didn't do it through the whole thing, but they would drop little pieces, and not saying y'all. They would do like other little.
But it makes sense. They're on the fringes.
We'll be out there prospecting.
There's 2 planets that are really the story goes around. The planet of Abydos and the planet of Gloam. Abydos is like the Coruscant. That's the Catacoot's main home base. It's an underground city that's just like spectacular. And the reason it's so good is because they have been completely destroying Gloam of all of its resources and have turned it into a wasteland. And in the process of destroying Gloam, they realize that they're also destroying their hometown. And that's why they end up calling for help from the Republic, and how the story really begins. And so we'll just go through a little bit of the story. Mark, if you want to go through it, we can go some questions.
Sure. So some of the things I thought was the most interesting was that they eventually find out that it was reverse. Gloam was the planet of their ancestors, and because their ancestors became greedy on the end of the technology, it ended up not only how can I say this? There's evolution. They couldn't fly anymore because they didn't need to because they had technology. And number 2, they also started forming this disease, which their blood turned to crystals, which turned them into zombies once again, which was weird, but whatever.
Yeah, they on this globe they were farming these crystals, and for some reason, the crystals would get into their bloodstream and would just take over them, and so they would die, and the crystals would then live through the catacomb and become undead that couldn't be killed. And so they've been living like thousands of years on this planet Gloam in a tunnel, and they finally get out because they're running out of resources, and they let them out by accident because they didn't realize
They didn't leave him out by accident. The one cousin opened it up so that he could chase all the miners away, so he could sell the last three. They had something that was the equivalent, would have been the equivalent of gasoline or coal, and he wanted to sell it because there was a war going on, and he could make millions off of it. So he unleashed these things because he knew he was dying, because he was getting what they called miner's disease, or black. It was like a reference to black lung, pretty much.
And that turns you into these things.
But instead of killing you, it turns you into a zombie. Yeah. Right, Dom? Is that, or right, Jedi? Is that how you caught this? Sorry.
Jedi didn't read it.
He listened to it, didn't he? I thought you said he listened to it.
No.
Yeah.
He listened.
Oh,
I was referring to the other book, the other audio book.
Ah, all right. So I thought they did a decent job of it. It did give you the. I think if it wasn't middle age, it was a little higher. They would have done. They would have killed off a couple more characters. They obviously didn't, including the dad, who I was like, oh, that character's got to be dead, and then all of a sudden they all show up live at the end. However, I try not to hold it. I try to. It sucks because I had to find out who wrote the book. One of the reasons why I just read it today in like an hour and a half was because I want to forget who wrote the book, because I knew I would have a precursor that it's Mann and I wouldn't like it. It did not take fucking long to figure out this is a George Mann book, like within minutes. The I'm going to be the Shield thing was kind of whatever. The combination of, you could have almost got lost and thought it was a poorly written Calvin Scott book, but then you would be mistaken, because once you start combining the vampire
Are these pages actually in the book?
Yeah, they are.
Yep.
Yep.
These are the pictures from the book that I took.
There's two pictures from the book.
Yeah.
So there are pictures in this book for people that can need pictures in all their books. As far as the Dobbs, it just, I don't know. He's a dirtbag. Yeah. Okay. Did it link a lot of stuff together? No. And the one Jedi that I wanted to find out the most about, they kind of shortchanged it for some reason. It was a he, right? He was injured, and then
Roke.
Yeah, Roke, and then went on. I think later on that it's going to be a very good character. I think that's going to kind of be like the Temple's Peak type character, where, or even maybe, yeah, I think probably like Temple's Peak, where it goes out and hunts monsters, or maybe even does a little way seeking in itself. It's an easy read. There's times it drags on. And for an easy read, it's tough when it drags on. I think I fell asleep twice reading it, but not like really fall asleep, just like studying fucking economics, fall asleep, and then waking back up and, like, oh shit, my eyes are closed for too long, and then finish it off. But all in all, it wasn't a bad book. I've read worse.
It's not a bad book. It's one of the most least important books.
Yeah, it's pretty pointless.
That's the hard part. And I don't, it gets to a question I have later about why I think it, the next book is going to be important. It kind of leads that up. But
I think too, kind of real quickly,
in this book that you need to read.
I think kind of like when we got back with, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just to say, I know you had some questions. I wanted to get to the questions, but go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So just real quickly, when you said that books should, stuff should fall under, and they do this in the novel sometimes, under canon and canon adjacent or non-canon, I think this would have been perfect to have a High Republic non-canon book, and this could have been it, because it served really no purpose.
Yeah, I mean, they're just trying to introduce characters. So Rupert has an interesting force ability. I don't know if it's good or bad or what, but she sees the force through colors, and basically she is able to tell if they're good or bad or where people are based off of the certain colors that
was she able to tell if they're bad? Was she able to tell if they're?
She was able to tell like different
colors. Good, right?
If they're black, then they're not good.
Okay,
right, because these monsters were black. Yeah.
All right, fair.
That would have came in handy on the Jedi Council during Phantom Menace. And stuff.
Yeah, right.
Not the worst, by the way, not the worst new power they've introduced in the High Republic.
No, not the worst. They're really trying to push new powers, new force abilities. So we got another new one here with Rupert. We already talked about does this book matter at all? So what's the deal with Sunshine Dobbs? And this is why these two questions to me are linked. Sunshine Dobbs doesn't appear in this book, but is mentioned 4 or 5 times. And basically it's because the father and son worked with Dobbs alongside and found the planet that Dobbs found, this beautiful, glorious paradise planet, which is the same planet where we know he gets the leveler's egg from.
Yeah.
So they went with him. They know where the leveler's egg planet is. They don't know what it is. They just know it's this beautiful paradise of a planet. Dobbs on the way back stabs him in the back, kicks them off
the boat.
And leaves them on this planet so that he would, thinking that they would die and they wouldn't survive, so that he could have access to that planet by, for himself, and have this perfect, paradise planet.
Well, he's also making more money off of it. Yeah.
And so this leaves me to: are you excited for Quest for Planet X? And I put the next slide you can go to.
Did you like? Okay. Here's the problem. I thought the son was going to die because I thought he was going to turn into a zombie. And I was okay with that. I don't think both the father and the son had to live for this, for one. For two, the more they deep dived into the son character, the worse it got, especially in the finale, the final, I would say 20 pages. It just seemed like, okay, what do we need to talk more about this kid, Daz, or whatever his name is? Because he wasn't that exciting of a character in the first place. And I know it was setting it up for another book, obviously, but I just, that's not how you sell a character.
So Planet X, I think, is going to be the leveler's homeworld.
I agree.
And so they had to live, at least Dad had to live, because Dad has to kind of find a way to get back.
Yes.
Right?
Which I thought you could have easily done the I'm doing this for my son thing. I know this is like a mid-grade book, so you're trying not to kill off people.
It's hard to kill little kids in a mid-grade book. It just is.
Did you see him as a little kid, or did you see him as like a 20-year-old that never left home?
I don't know. Pictures, I kind of pictured him as like a 13-year-old.
Oh, okay. See, I picture him as a never leave out your parents' house, 20-something-year-old.
Yeah.
That's how I picture him. Okay.
Does this book, not the one we're looking at, Planet X, but the Hidden City book, does it take place after Path to Deceit, or whatever the name of that other one was?
I think it technically takes place before.
Before?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sunshine liked that planet, which we think is Planet X, but he just likes it because it's a pretty planet. Because
it's those eggs.
Yeah, so the name was come from there.
If I remember right from the book, from the first book, unless he was just blowing smoke, he didn't know what that jewel, or what later turned out to be the egg, was when he first met that lady whose name Esna. That was like the last thing he threw on the table as like a last ditch effort to make a sale.
Agreed, but towards the end of that book, now she wants they kind of hint that they want more. So like
he knew that it was valuable. He wanted to save it for last because it was valuable. He didn't know what it was.
Yeah,
but he thought it was some valuable gem. Right? Okay. He just thought it was some valuable gem, and I think he wanted access to all of those valuable gems. He didn't know it was leveler egg.
Yeah,
he didn't know it was force related. He just brought it just in case.
He just thought it was some valuable, rare gemstone.
Yeah,
and so he's like, "Oh yeah, I got this one thing in the my back pocket just in case." No idea it was force related because he didn't think it was. He just thought it was valuable. Maybe she'll want that. So I think he just thought that these things were valuable gems. But now he knows how to get back there, and he's the only one he thinks alive that can actually still get back there.
And he knows that her killing the Jedi is stuff that she wants to do, and so he's going to do that because.
So this next book to me is going to be about the Jedi and everyone else going
And
to
this
the
is another
level
young
of
adult.
homeworld.
It's Tessa, right? So this is another
Yeah.
young adult, or what?
Tessa. This will be another middle school, but we know
Middle
Tessa did a
school.
great
Oh,
job
middle.
with Path.
Okay.
She did Path, you know.
Yeah, she did a good job with that.
So I'm hoping that means that they're giving her the more important book, and
I hope also
kind of
too.
introduced the characters and did it.
Right.
He just
So
kind of did his.
I would love it to get away from like fantasy. Like I don't want to fucking see elves and fucking vampire zombies. So I'm hoping
Yeah, I
maybe.
do.
Well, then
What?
read that book.
I do. I'm gonna have to eventually read a novel eventually again.
This
Well,
isn't a real
wait,
novel.
we're-
This is like
This is not
Were
the one to
the,
read.
No, yeah,
Were the zombie vampire bat things? Were they on Planet X? They weren't. That was another.
No,
No,
no.
they were on Gloam.
they're on Gloam.
Gloam.
So Gloam,
Gloam.
there's two planets. There are two planets. They are almost identical, I guess. But like one looked like it was worn down, but that was because the ancestors originally started from there. They had sucked all the power of it, and they started turning into zombie bats. And I mean, there's a lot of like social commentary in the book. Very easy to read. They don't throw it in your face. They do what Star Wars does, and like, oh, so you're talking about gas and technology, and maybe we should, you know.
Hey, real quick, Ryan. I assume Ryan's still with us because he's pretty dedicated.
Yes.
So this, I'm surprised they haven't. These are going to come. I know that these High
Oh, they
Republic
are.
concept cards are going to come. I think Topps right now is pretty busy with Andor cards and these other card decks they got, and they haven't even started on. I'm sure they're going to come Tales of the Jedi cards too, but I'm almost positive these are coming. So
eventually.
stay tuned for that.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah, we still got some more time before High Republic Phase 2 is done. Go ahead, Wacy.
yeah, this book did nothing to help me like Man, but it wasn't like awful. Like it didn't hurt Man, but it didn't help. Just kind of like a pointless story. But it doesn't help the fact that his next book is the adult audio book.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you're getting a preview of what he does. I don't. And by the way, I don't think he's going to change his style to go into the adult books. I think it's going to be exactly the same.
It's his
But he
first.
doesn't.
It's
This
his
is
first shot, and if he fails, like, I mean, I there's some stuff that he's done that's
When
just
we
been
did Wonder Woman, Shield / Captain America's Shield / Vampire Bats, and I was like, "Yep, I was like, "Shit, dude, this is a Man book, isn't it?"
It is.
And sure
We
shit, it
both
was.
do that. I mean, Man to me is way worse than Ireland. I know you don't like Ireland, but Man is way below Ireland to me. But
Can we just put them in the same level?
no,
Well,
not even close.
I don't enjoy reading either one of their stuff. So
Yeah. Ireland at least adds to the Star Wars mythical world. She does some storytelling stuff that I don't like, but yeah, Man doesn't for me. But I do think I'm hopeful when he gets this adult book, maybe he'll add something that will change his ways. I don't know.
no, he won't. He won't. He thinks what
Find
he's
out
doing
on
is,
January in the beginning of January when that
he
book
thinks what
comes
he's
out.
doing is really super cool.
Man, I gotta listen to an audiobook. I hate listening to audiobooks. I'm so not looking for that either.
Oh, dude, it'd be hilarious if you read. Dude, you know that? Hey, there's definitely gonna be old English accents in there too, by the way, or something, because he loves to do like that type of stuff. So we're gonna get some type of nonsense.
It's
Oh, good lord, I can't. I don't.
all right.
Why?
So we got another book coming out in 2.5 weeks. So Convergence will be out on the 22nd. So that was the adult book.
By who?
I don't even remember her name.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of it right now.
All right. Well, cool. That
It's her
at least
first time.
it's gonna be full time adult, right?
What?
It's gonna be a full time adult book, right?
Full-time adult. Yep.
And it's a new writer, so I am
New-
down. Those
New
are two
writer.
things.
We'll find out. So that will be on the 22nd, and so hopefully that one is what we're looking forward to.
And what week does the new series come out? Is it 2 weeks when the comic book series Vengeance or whatever comes out? Revelation.
Revelation comes out in 2 weeks.
Okay, so next week everybody try to get the Battlefront book read so that we can cover that.
Inferno Squad on Sunday. Yeah.
Squad out. Yep. Does that sound good? All right. Jedi, are we gonna have it close to done by that point?
Maybe.
You liked it, what you're listening to, right?
I like what I read so far, or what I listened to so far. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good book. All right, cool. Anything else anybody have? We went late. We're gonna cut the draft up so that people didn't see it. We can redo it. I think we'll figure that out. And next week we might be one short. We're gonna be one short. We might be two short. Are we one short? What are we short?
Pete's out.
Pete short. Pete's out. Okay, Pete's out. Hopefully we get JJ back. Thank you to Ruben too, who showed up. Make sure you check out all the great shows here, especially Tech on Wednesday, SNS or MCM on Friday, SNS on Saturday. Hidden Gems is making its comeback again, and Dollar Bin Digging. So there we go. We got a lot of good content out there. Thank you for everybody that stayed along. Read that book or don't. I mean, really, it's not. You're not gonna. I mean, we already were introduced to the characters. I think we need to know how that one. So we'll see you all later, and